Fridays, the start of the weekend. A time to reflect on the week that was. Come nightfall, the lights come on, the stands fill up, ankles are taped, shoes are laced, flags are waving. That can only mean one thing. It's game time.
Play action fake. Meyer going for it all in the end zone. Pollock is wide open, and he makes a one-handed catch. Go to Pollock right side.
Oh, it's Meyer.
No, it's Meyer, and he's off to the races at the 40, all the way to the 30, the 20, the 10, the misdirection. Oh, those tricky Dutch.
Who can't stop me tonight? You make me feel invincible.
52-yard field goal try. It has plenty of leg. That ball is good.
Updates from around the area and bring you all.
And a good evening to you, and thank you for joining us wherever you may be as we finally get ourselves launched here in the Smash Park Radio pregame show, where you can play, drink, and eat at the new Smash Park on the west side of Pella. I'm Andrew Schneider alongside Randy Sickma, coming to you at the home of the Dutch as we are hitting the final two games of the 2022 regular season, and we've got a good one on tap as the Dutch welcome the Clippers of Clear Creek, Amana. And Randy, the Dutch finally got the monkey off their backs 1 week ago, not only getting a win, but doing so in very impressive fashion, maybe showing just how good of a team they really were all season long. And now that that's behind us, there are at least two more games left, more than likely 2 games left for the Dutch to continue to prove that, and they've got an opponent that they match up with pretty well here tonight in Clear Creek Amana.
Yeah, it appears that way. Obviously, I haven't seen Clear Creek play this year. You can only see the comparative scores and whatnot, and what other people at the places we've been said, oh, yeah, well, you should be able to beat Clear Creek. But that's just their opinion. We got to play the game.
Well, and indeed you do. And for Pella, it's as healthy, according to Coach McKinstry, as they have been since week 1 on the season. They got a lot of guys back last week, now with a full week of practice for many of those guys as well. And I imagine that's just got to be the excitement. And I know that, injuries happen to every team, but Pella didn't have a ton of depth coming in. We finally, maybe tonight, especially with a week of practice, Randy, get to see just how good this team actually can be if they play well.
Yeah, it is nice to get some of the injuries, all the injuries back except the one that was season-ending, I think.
For Colin Current, yeah.
Right. But, yeah, so it'd be good to have those guys back. It's a cool evening. It's a football evening. If I was out there playing, it'd even be cool for football, but I think they'll appreciate it with the pads on. They won't notice that it's cold outside, so let's see what they can do.
Well, and we did have a request to say how things are going in the freshman game. Well, they're going very well.
Especially right now.
Emmanuel Deers breaks it down the sideline, 10-5, 6 for the freshman Dutch. Touchdown, Pella. There's your dagger, 16-6, now 22-6, Randy. I know we had a request for the freshman score. We occasionally try to get it on, especially when we're here at home. Well, the freshman team just won, Randy, and that was the icing on the cake with a long touchdown by who could be a star player for the Dutch the next couple years, Emmanuel Deers, who we see every Friday, Randy, before the varsity game lighted up. Very
talented running back for the freshman team, our Pella freshman team. The Clear Creek Amana freshman team looks pretty big. Those kids look bigger than us. It was 8-0 at halftime, but we've kind of controlled the issue here in the second half.
And there's a bonus Straver Cellular Instant Radio update. Freshman game just about to be over, 3:19 remaining in the fourth quarter there. When we come back, we'll have Pella head coach Jay McKinstry break down tonight's matchup. It's Pella versus Clear Creek Amana. We're just under an hour away from our opening varsity kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. This is the Smash Park Radio pregame show on the KRLS 2 stream and on Pella Dutch Live. Pella Dutch.
If you're looking for the best burger around, look no further than Wood Iron Grill. Home of Iowa's Best Burger 2019, Wood Iron Grill serves delectably crafted cuisines and beverages with intentional service. Try their famous Iowa's Best Burger, their mouth-watering tenderloin, a chef's feature, or their unique spin on your comfort food favorites. At the Wood Iron Grill, they are deeply gratified by the opportunity to forge a legacy of inspiration, connection, and acceptance for all who enter. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time.
Mike Blom with Cabinet Design of Pella and Wood Harbor Cabinetry doesn't just change out cabinets and drawers, he can help freshen up your space with updated lighting as well. Here's Vicki Collette from Oskaloosa.
If you want to set up a card table or do something like that, it just wasn't quite enough light. So Mike put these can lights in that room too, and they're all on dimmers, so we can have as much light or as little light as we want, which has really been handy.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the Cabinet Guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
When it comes to your broadband connection, numbers definitely matter. With Pella Fiber, every residential customer gets gigabit speeds for only $75 per month. That's not a special, that's the everyday low price for all Pella Fiber residential customers. Pella Fiber is your community-owned, fiber-only broadband provider, so their only priority is you. They don't do data caps or throttling, so your last download of the month is as fast as your first. Visit PellaFiber.com today to learn more. That's PellaFiber.com. What are you craving right now? If you're in the Pella area, chances are that you can have it delivered right to you right now from our friends at Delivery.com. With more than a dozen local restaurant partners, you can get everything from a pastry and coffee to pizza, tacos, pasta, sandwiches, wings, burgers, steak, sushi, and more. Don't forget the cupcakes or ice cream for dessert. It's all available at Delivery.com, and they'll bring it right to you at your home or office or wherever you are in the Pella area. Check them out today, Delivery.com.
Gordon & Associates Ltd. has offices in Oskaloosa and Creston, and they serve clients throughout most of Iowa. With more than 70 years of service and a growing staff of highly qualified employees, they provide clients with assistance in water treatment and distribution, wastewater collection and treatment, street construction and renovation, stormwater management, and residential, commercial, and industrial developments, in addition to a variety of specialty projects. Today, Gordon & Associates Ltd. continues to grow and prosper, building upon the solid foundation of its predecessor. Give Gordon & Associates a call today at 641-672-2526.
Julia Churchma is the counselor at Madison Elementary in the Pella Community School District. She asks parents to help instill the importance of relationships when talking to your kids about school and not just ask, how was your day?
Who did you sit with at lunch today? Who did you play with at recess today? What did your teacher do that was funny today? Focusing on people first, and then your children will start to understand that you care most about them as a person and their relationships.
Preparing everyone to learn, lead, and achieve. Pella Community Schools. Pella.
And welcome back to the Smash Park Radio pregame show on Pella Dutch Live and the KRLS 2 stream. Andrew Schneider with Jay McKinstry as we are starting to see the sunset on the 2022 football season. Just 2 regular season games left here with Jay McKinstry. Coach, probably just feels good to win, right? I think that obviously we talked a lot about what had happened the first 6 weeks. You played the toughest schedule of anybody in Class 4A through the first 6 weeks, and your guys got to let off a little bit of steam. They played really good football, didn't let Oskaloosa have a chance. Your thoughts about what it was like to finally get that win and to get the monkey off the back, so to speak?
Yeah, well, I was just real excited for our kids. You can tell after the game, after the win, and they just felt really good. It was a time just to enjoy that moment after the tough start that we've had and the tough schedule we've had, and I was just really happy for them, and I know they were excited to get the victory, and just to see them perform the way we did and come out ahead, it was just fun to be part of.
Well, and in a weird way, almost proof, right, Coach, that you were a pretty good football team. It's just hard to it's who you're measured against. And I know you don't want to talk too much about the schedule and all that because it is what it is at this point. But I imagine that that's got to be good to have a little bit of showing that, hey, you're still a pretty good football team. Oskaloosa had some success early in the year. And to do what you did shows that you have some pretty good players, right?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. We're not a bad team, Andrew. We have a pretty good football team. It's just we've played well at times. It's just trying to piece the whole game together, and you have to do that against really good football teams. The margin for error is slim to none for our team this year, and against those high quality opponents, and so that we didn't bowl real well in that margin for error category in those 6 games, but it was, like I said, it was good to see our guys really. Just keep playing. I think we got better again last Friday, and we hope we can continue to do that tonight.
Well, and you come into this matchup with Clear Creek Amana on paper, Coach, a very close game in terms of the BC Moore computers. That's one thing. But even just in how they've played and how you've played, it feels like on paper this should be a really competitive contest.
Well, yeah, you look at their team, and they've got some good athletic kids. They really do. They lost 3 big players from last year that were really extremely athletic, very good quarterback, receiver, and running back. But they've replaced them, and they've got some kids playing very well. You can see their athletic school. You can see their kids just watch them on the field that they run well. They got athleticism, and they play hard. I'm telling you, Andrew, they're going to come, and it's going to be physical tonight. When we went down there last year to play them, it was a physical night, and our kids rose to the occasion. And it was a very, very physical game, and I really liked the way our kids played last year. And we're going to have to do something similar this year. We're going to have to rise up and become even more physical and more fast tonight in order for us to perform well.
And what are the things on your let's start with your defense that you're going to have to contain from them? What are the things they do especially well offensively?
Well, they are not real diversified in what they do as far as they have about 3-4 plays, but they do them well. So we're going to have to, as far as the quarterback's kind of the leading rusher right now, but they just try and do a lot of zone concepts, a lot of zone read stuff. They try to utilize their speed and some of their athleticism and trying to work outside, inside, and try and stretch the field in a lot of different ways. So we'll have to be very disciplined and making sure that our defensive schemes are meant to do certain ways to try and make them go certain directions, and hopefully we can execute those, and our kids will do a good job with that. But they certainly can put a lot of pressure on you with some of the speed they have.
Well, and then for your offense, one of the things, just even looking at their starting roster and the things that you notice about them, so many teams now play, the 3-man line front, and they swarm, and they'll move linebackers all over. They're a pretty traditional 4-3 defense, and they've played it pretty well.
Yes, they have. And the funny thing is, Andrew, they've run a 4-3. They've run the 3-4 front also a lot, and they do what you said. They move around a lot. They try and confuse you with the way that their alignments, and you're right, they swarm. And like I said before the previous question, they're going to come very physical tonight. They were last year, and our guys rose to the occasion. So our guys are going to have to rise up early tonight and become very, very physical and trying to. We need to do well in the line of scrimmage. We're going to need to, and I thought we did a good job last year with that, and we're going to need it again tonight. because they're going to get after it. They've got some really nice players in their defensive line, and the linebackers run well. So, I mean, we certainly have our work cut out for us tonight.
Well, and the other piece about this, and every game technically is a must-win, but certainly for both teams, in order to have any playoff hopes, especially for you, you've got to find a victory here. And Clear Creek is in a similar boat, especially with their backs against the wall, knowing that they're not going to be winning the district with Xavier running away with it. So, as you think about that pressure and you think about it mounting, knowing your season's going to end, how do you approach these games mentally, knowing that, again, you treat week 1 the same as week 9 in terms of must-win, but obviously now with how things have played out, if you want to have a chance at the playoffs, you got to come up with 2 wins, and certainly the one tonight. And Clear Creek's in a similar boat.
Yeah, they are. I mean, if Clear Creek wins out, they beat us and would beat Newton. I think they'll make the playoffs as a at-large RPI team. I really do. But and we're in the same boat. But they might have control of their situation, and we don't. We need to win out, and we need a little help. And so our guys know that. They've known that for quite a while now, and hopefully, it's just. It's the next game. You hope you can play well, but those things certainly make a difference. I mean, it's just they do, and so hopefully our guys will play well. And they certainly, like I said, they know what's at stake, and we don't have to tell them that they can run the numbers and they can figure that stuff out too. But it certainly is a possibility. It's not out of the realm of possibility, and our guys know that. And so hopefully we can really piece one together tonight and play really well.
Well, I think the other exciting news, Coach, is you're about as healthy as you've been maybe since week 1 or week 2, and how exciting is that to have guys back now for multiple weeks in some cases, and to maybe these last 2 weeks showcase just how good of a football team you've really had all along.
Yeah, that's kind of we're excited about that too. It kind of happened. We got them all back last week against Oskaloosa. We were kind of about as healthy as we've been, with the exception of still missing Colin for the year. But other than that, you're right. We got everybody back last week. I think we're healthy this week going into the game, and something similar to that happened last year. We got healthy in the last 3 games of the year, and thought our kids played pretty well. And so hopefully we can do the same thing this year. And as we can, with everybody healthy, we can play really well tonight, I hope.
Well, let's see how it all shakes out. At head coach Jay McKinstry previewing tonight's matchup with Clear Creek Amana as we have our penultimate game of the regular season coming up here on KRLS2. Coach, appreciate your time and see you after.
Thanks, Andrew.
We'll have more of the Smash Park Radio pregame show after this.
Stop searching for value in all the wrong places. When it comes to saving money, look no further than Vision for Less. We've got the best insurance offer around. Get a free second pair of glasses when you use insurance with us. You heard that right. Your second pair of glasses is free. It's like finding free money. Get the most out of your vision benefits by shopping for glasses at Vision for Less.
The horn on the car goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the car goes beep, beep, beep at Central Tire and Auto.
You probably don't need your horn fixed, but if you do, Central Tire and Auto can help with your horn and almost any other issue you have. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Everybody now.
Central Tire and Auto.
Hi, this is Sierra Bukite for the growing team at Pella Real Estate Services, where we're investing in lives through real estate. If you own rental property and are looking for someone to take away the hassle of managing, maintaining, and finding great tenants for your home, I can help. In fact, all of our agents are active property managers, which is how we have nearly 250 units under management. To find out if we're the right fit for your property, call 628-1BUI for me, Sierra Bukite, or any member of the team at Pella Real Estate Services.
When we look at our pets, we don't see an animal, we see a friend, we see family. Earthwise Pet understands that feeling, which is why our certified pet nutrition specialists promote healthy foods for your pets. Take advantage of our program where you buy 12 bags of food and you get the 13th free. We also have a treat bar for some fun snacks. You'll find a large selection of toys, collars, and leashes, and we will make personalized tags for your pets in store. Earthwise Pet, only the best products, naturally.
The providers and staff at Pella Regional Health Center are inspired by prevention. We believe early detection of breast cancer is important because it increases a woman's chance of survival. At Pella Regional Health Center, women can get their low-dose 3D mammogram for breast cancer screening. Clinical studies have shown that a 3D mammogram is more accurate, finding serious cancers 40% earlier. To schedule your 3D mammogram at Pella Regional Health Center, call 641-628-6620.
Start a tradition today with Gardner Collier Jewelry. Birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries. Life is filled with breathtaking moments, and when those moments come, we want to make them remembered forever with fine jewelry from Gardner Collier, where the area's largest selection of fine jewelry is now on sale. Choose Gardner Collier Jewelry, Quincy Place at Tumwa and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa, where the area's largest selection of fine jewelry is now on sale.
Do you ever wonder what goes on in certain places when you're not there? Are your kids home from school yet? Are the deer moving today? Are people stealing tools from your job site? Whatever and wherever that place is, the Arlo Go2 camera from US Cellular has you covered. The Arlo Go2 is completely wireless, connected with cellular data so you can use it anywhere. And with the Arlo app on your smartphone, you can remotely monitor those places with video recordings or real-time live views anytime. Stop by Strawberry Cellular for details.
Fall offers us beautiful colors to brighten up our days, and De Blumenhof has everything you'll need to bring your home and garden landscaping to life. With a great variety of trees and shrubs to choose from, you can pick the perfect fall colors to make your yard burst with beauty for years to come. And fall is the perfect time to plant. We also have outdoor garden decor items, indoor and outdoor plants, memorial items to remember that special loved one, and Melissa and Doug merchandise for curious little minds. Be sure to follow De Blumenhof on Facebook. De Blumenhof, get your colors worth.
And we're back inside our Smash Park Radio pregame show on the KRLS2 stream. Freshman final score 24-6 over Clear Creek Amana. The Pella freshmen win 24-6. Let's go ahead, Randy, and break down tonight's keys to this game presented by your friends at McCall Monument, your monumental radio keys to the game. And Randy, obviously for Pella, I think we focused on the Dutch at first, and the formula for success for Pella is they've been able to move the ball throughout the season. They've played some pretty good defense, but turnovers, and more turnovers. We saw it last week, and again, against an opponent that may not have been as good as anyone Pella played before, but played a near-perfect game anyway. That's what needs to happen. If Pella's going to find 2 wins, they have to protect the football and rely on their great special teams if they can't move it.
Well, excuse me, typically the turnovers have come, if not the second half, in the fourth quarter of most of the earlier
a lot of
games.
In enemy territory.
And so that was really critical because then you don't have time to recover. But last week we had essentially no turnovers. I would still claim that we had none because we had reportedly a fumble that was called about 20 seconds after the play was dead. Otherwise, we had no turnovers, and we got the ball back on the next play. But yeah, we played an error-free game last week, and that was good to see. We'll need to try to do that again tonight.
Well, and not only error-free football, but of course it's a matter of improvement. And I think for the Dutch, one area where they've been able to keep themselves in games is explosive plays, and it's easier said than done. But they need to have an ability, Randy, if they're going to beat a team like Clear Creek, to maybe have the advantage in that department. Because, again, Clear Creek may get their shots. Offensively, they're not an overtly statistically impressive team, not to insult the Clippers fans listening, but you just look at the stats, Randy. They don't blow you away with yards per play or anything.
At this time, would you please direct your attention to the track as we recognize our Marching Dutch seniors. Our first seniors are Grant Anderson and Marcus Lundberg. Grant is the son of Howard and Jenny Anderson. Marcus is the foreign exchange student living with Howard and Jenny this school year. Haru Kendra Armstrong is the son of Bill and Emma Armstrong. Ryder Bates. Ryder is the son of Adam and Angie Bates. Michaela Bezick. Michaela's the daughter of Brian and Amy Bezick. Isaac Bullivong. Isaac is the son of Lou and Michelle Bullivong. Bailey Brown. Bailey's the daughter of Erica Gade and Robbie Brown. Jonah Brown. Jonah's the son of Ron and Melissa Brown. Eli Burrows. Eli's the son of Jeanette Burrows. Wyatt DeYoung. Wyatt is the son of Craig and Heather DeYoung. Eli Ekoff. Eli's the son of Eric and Lori Ekoff, being escorted tonight by Ken and Tina Ekoff. Clayton Flattery. Clayton is the son of Michelle Flattery and Rick Dingaman. Kinson Fuller. Kinson is the son of Tracy and Les Fuller. Emma Gerber. Emma's the daughter of Michael and Sarah Gerber. Camden Holland. Camden is the son of Corey and Michelle Holland. Trevor Hunt. Trevor is the son of Doug and Sandy Hunt. George Insigne. George is the son of Bert and Evelyn Insigne. Quentin Kosur. Quentin is the son of Jennifer Kosur and Daniel Coliguazo. Robert Loftus. Robert is the son of Bob and Nicole Loftus. Alyssa Lyle. Alyssa's the daughter of Chris and Val Lyle. Peyton Lyons. Peyton is the daughter of Mike and Susan Lyons. Lauren Mart. Lauren is the daughter of Marie Williams and Douglas Mart. Allie Mitchell. Allie's the daughter of Bob and Diane Mitchell. Anna Nickel. Anna's the daughter of Dan and Joan Nickel. Maria Pronina. Maria's the daughter of Sania Pronina and Alexi Pronina. Elizabeth Pumphrey. Elizabeth is the daughter of James and Laura Pumphrey. Jace Recker. Jace is the son of Eric and Amy Recker. Hudson Reed. Hudson is the son of DJ and Julie Reed. Nathan Reinhardt. Nathan is the son of Josh and Missy Reinhardt. Sky Roten. Sky is the daughter of Jay Roten and Sarah Gibson. Jacob Rietveld. Jacob is the son of John and Jackie Rietveld. Hayden Rosenboom. Hayden is the son of Jeremy and Allison Rosenboom. Christian Sanders. Christian is the son of Rob and Shannon Sanders. Cole Skockle. Cole is the son of Roger and Stacy Skockle. Maddie Schmitz. Maddie's the daughter of Jean and Janice Schmitz. Bethany Skur. Bethany's the daughter of Seth and Sarah Skur. Jacob Schaefer. Jacob is the son of Susan and the late Troy Schaefer. Evan Stark. Evan is the son of John and Jane Stark. Maya Thatcher. Maya's the daughter of James Bainbridge, Mary Hugo, and Chris and Carrie Thatcher. Cashin Thompson. Cashin is the son of Mark and Kathy Thompson. Morgan Udemark. Morgan is the daughter of Brad and Deb Udemark. Eliza Van Zee. Eliza is the daughter of Mike and Myra Van Zee. Sophie Warren. Sophie's the daughter of Matt and Tiffany Warren. Allie Wogan. Allie's the daughter of Darren and Michelle Wogan. And Ellie Wogan. Ellie's the daughter of Brian and Angie Wogan. Thank you to all of our Marching Dutch seniors and their parents for all of your hard work and dedication to the Marching Dutch over your high school career. We wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Come out tomorrow. The Marching Dutch play at the state competition here at the Pella High Stadium at 1:15. Good luck tomorrow afternoon as well as tomorrow night in Ankeny. Let's hear it for the Marching Dutch seniors and their parents.
Ever taste? From burgers, fries, and flatbreads to kale and quinoa power bowls, salads, wraps, and sandwiches, we take pride in our made-from-scratch eats. You can also enjoy Giant Jenga, Connect 4, foosball, ping pong, and our many arcade games. And there's a view of at least one TV from every seat. Come play, drink, and eat at the new Smash Park in Pella.
This is the Smash Park Radio pregame show on the KRLS2 stream and on Pella Dutch Live. Andrew Schneider and Randy Sikkema. I counted 44 seniors from the Marching Dutch we just honored here at Pella High School, and we're getting you set for our opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. It is the Clippers of Clear Creek Amana at 3-4 and the 1-6 Dutch of Pella. You are listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS2 stream and on Pella Dutch Live. Also on Pella Fiber TV tonight. Bank Iowa supports Pella High and Pella Christian Athletics by donating $20 to the Booster Club for every touchdown during every home game this season. Go Dutch from your friends at Bank Iowa. They're hoping for win number 2. They say,
let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen indeed. Let's go ahead and run down your starting lineups tonight presented by Miniga Pest Control. We'll start with the Pella offense at quarterback number 4. A junior, Luke Hardman. At running back, a senior, the homecoming king himself, number 23, Kenson Fuller. The wide receivers, all a trio of seniors, Cam Schulte, number 11, number 2, C.J. Shetterly, and number 3, Traven Howen. Your tight end tonight is Tate Wiesner, number 10. And your offensive line, back to their opening day group for the most part. It's right tackle number 65, Braden Schulte, right guard number 72, Donovan Helly. Your center, number 51, Gage Gift. Your left guard, number 55, Trayson Williams. And your left tackle, number 7, Gideon Vandekieft. Again, your offense for the Dutch, Hardman, Fuller, Schulte, Shetterly, Van Howen, Wiesner, Schulte, Helly, Gift, Williams, and Vandekieft. Your defense looks like this. Noah Parsons on the end made a big return last week and had a big play, scoop and score touchdown for Parsons. Gage Gift on the defensive line, along with Luke Fairchild, who's the other defensive end. Ben Mysteric, Tate Wiesner, Reed Beard, and Carson Leathers, your linebackers for the Dutch. And then Ty Halverson, Jack Howard, C.J. Shetterly, and Traven Howen. Your secondary, Hardman, kicking and punting for Pella. For the Clippers of Clear Creek Amana at quarterback, they have almost a 2-quarterback system. I saw that last week when Pella Christian took on Cardinal. It's Jackson Schmidt, who's the leading rusher on this team, a senior who gets the start, and Cale Berry, who makes quite a few throws as well, number 9. Sam Pettinger is your running back, number 3, a junior. Reese Hoffman, Owen Rosenberg, and Marcus Lang, your 3 receivers, number 27, 7, and 1. Brody Clubb, your tight end, number 88. Here's your offensive line from right to left. Justin Giers, number 62. Number 74, Jack Downs. Number 65, Carson Nash. Number 72, Vinny Keller. And number 69, Caleb Allen. That's your Clear Creek Amana starting offense. Schmidt, Hoffman, Rosenberg, Clubb, Giers, Downs, Nash, Keller, Allen, and Lang. Your defense, Brody Clubb, Ethan Williams, and Zach Vance on the defensive line alongside Carson Fox. Your linebackers are Brock Sherman and Logan Johnson on the outside. Number 21, Nick Johnson on the inside. Asher Roller and Trace Robertson, your 2 corners. Jackson Stevens and Reese Hoffman, your 2 safeties. Max Carlson is your kicker. Reese Hoffman is your punter. Those are your starting lineups presented by Miniga Pest Control. Sean and his team want to kill your bugs.
Call 628-3198. Miniga Pest Control.
About 30 minutes away from our opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Let's run down a very busy football Friday night and a lot of implications in our final full regular season week of the 2022 season. Time does fly for sure. Knoxville is on the road. They've got a daunting task. They will the last 2 weeks of the year. They've got number 3 in Class 3A, 8 a.m. That game kicking off at 7 o'clock, so just getting underway on 95.3 KNIA. Pella Christian at Central Decatur. The Eagles win. They'll get a home game next week in the Class 1A playoffs. They're already in, and we don't expect anything different tonight on 92.1 KRLS. JD and Tyler just kicking off now at 7 o'clock as well. Your 7:30 kicks tonight, Indianola at Bondurant Farrar. That's a clash for district standings. Bondurant Farrar, number 7 in Class 4A. Andrew Swatner and Rick Wilson. I'm not over in Bondurant tonight. Over on 94.3 KNIA. Norwalk at Carlisle, another big one. That's the likely district championship if Indianola were to beat Bondurant. So there's a whole lot of jockeying for a position with a couple of 5-2 teams and 6-1 teams. Norwalk at Carlisle is live tonight at 7:30, 6:30 right now pregame on KNIA 3. And then PCM versus Roland Story, the winner of that game. PCM, if they were to win, would also have a home game, taking second place in their district. That kickoff starts at 7:30. They just started their pregame with Perry Bell and Jeff Lindsay there. That's your Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. A lot of good games on the air tonight. Marion County Bank is proud to be the area's financial leader with their locations in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher, Dallas. Marion County Bank, serving you and building community. Well, Randy,
that was a good job, Andrew.
There's a lot going on tonight, and I think a lot of good football.
So, curiously, for me anyway, the district next to us with the 4 powerhouse schools, Carlisle is undefeated in their district,
yes,
right?
And they have not played Bondurant or Norwalk yet.
Oh, they got to play them both yet. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
They have not. Oh no, sorry, they did beat Bondurant.
I thought they did. If they win tonight, they basically clinch the
they
district.
do, because they would play nobody next week. I think they were supposed to have Perry next week.
Oh, and that's a forfeit. Gotcha.
So it is. You're right. Carlisle would definitely win then if Indianola were to win too. That would end all argument at that point. But if Bondurant were to win, there's still a backdoor way.
And
I
if
think
Norwalk would beat Carlisle, then it's a jumbled mess.
Yeah. Norwalk, if they play spoiler, throws everything out of the books at that point, because there's already a guaranteed win then for one of the remaining teams. It would just be how the rest of them shake out. I think Carlisle's in the best shape of anybody in that district
at this point. Yep.
And I think they're the favorites to carry themselves into the 1 seed. Even with a loss tonight, they're in pretty good shape. Indianola and Norwalk need help, and we saw in the RPI, they're all within the top 20, Randy, but you really need to be like in the top 14 or 13, especially if any of the district champions or runners-up come lower on that list.
All 4 are in the top 20?
I think so, yes. They all have winning records, and they have all played a tough schedule.
Right. They all played us.
Yeah.
Except for Carlisle.
Right, well, and a loss does hurt, but there's a lot of moving parts still across the state. So I think RPI gets harder to move as you go in, but again, you really need to be for sure in the top probably 15 or 14 to guarantee a spot, because there's a likely chance there's a second-place team somewhere, Randy, that comes from outside of the top 16.
Correct. And but they're what I'm getting at kind of is they're all cheering for us to go win out.
Yeah, I think so. That's
that's going to help them.
The only thing that doesn't change now is your district record, because everybody plays everybody.
Right.
The only thing that can help you in your schedule, your opponent's schedule, is what your non-district foes did.
Right.
So if Pella wins 2 more, that helps everybody but Carlisle.
Right.
Which
probably doesn't need the help.
No. And honestly, a couple wins for Pella doesn't probably put them in the top 16, but they'd be awfully close.
Right.
So
kind of like last year.
Because we bumped all the way up to, I think, 24th this week. And
yeah. Lots can happen between now and then. We just need to win tonight, and then we'll worry about it.
And the system is admittedly easier in Class 1A, 2A, and A. You're first, second, third, or fourth in your district, you're in. And if you're first, you get 2 home games. Second, you get 1. And then from there, the easier matchup is you're in the 3. You'll be a 3 versus 2. So Pella Christian.
So how do they pair them up district-wise?
So they'll mix and match geography. So all the district champions are ensured a home game, and then all the 2 seeds will have a home game at first, and then they'll pair brackets 1 through 4 in 8 different pods.
Gotcha.
And then after those pods are done, they reseed after the first 2 rounds, and then they'll have the final 8 go in.
Gotcha.
So that way, if there's any upsets, there's not a guarantee home game, and then when they reseed, they can determine then based, I think, either on RPI or whatever, who would get home games and so on. How's that? There's a lot going on, Randy, across the state. We have a lot going on here still in our Smash Park Radio pregame show. When we come back, we get to hear from the number 1 rated Pella boys cross country team heading into next state qualifying meet. They were the conference runners-up. Randy, the girls were the conference champions without their number 2 runner, Reagan Snyder, so a big win for the girls. They have state qualifying coming next week. You'll get to hear a preview from the seniors of the number 1 Pella boys when we come back inside our Smash Park Radio pregame show, getting you set for Pella versus Clear Creek Amana.
This market is all mixed up. Don't know what to do.
How about a CD rate of 3.11?
Whoa, who's got the rate?
Bank Iowa has a 3.11 APY on a 14-month CD.
Where'd you hear that?
On the radio, like just now.
I better write this down.
Write it down. Take a picture. Just get down to any Bank Iowa location and get that 3.11 CD.
3.11 APY from Bank Iowa. $5,000 minimum deposit to obtain an annual percentage yield. APY is accurate as of September 23rd, 2022 and is subject to change. Bank Iowa, member FDIC.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com details.
Come check out America's locally grown wireless at US Cellular. Visit Strawberry Cellular, a US Cellular authorized agent located at 826 Main Street in Pella.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we are committed to keeping athletes in the game. Whether that means working through a new injury or addressing a lingering pain or movement problem, we're here to help. We can also recommend exercises and activities to enhance performance and reduce the risk of injuries occurring. Many area athletes choose Kinetic Edge. Contact us today at kineticedgept.com or at 621-0230.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville supports all the Marion County teams and athletes competing this year and encourages them to be the best they can by giving 100% effort in everything they do. The values of hard work and perseverance will help them not only on the field but in life for years to come. You'll find those same values at Raceway Tire and Exhaust, your one-stop auto headquarters located at 1318 West Bell Avenue in Knoxville or at racewaytireandexhaust.com.
Tire and Exhaust. We got what you need to get you on the go.
Andrew Schneider on KRLS Radio with the senior boys of the Pella Cross Country team after conference. Zach Newman, Chase Lahman, and Cooper Vandevort. First of all, congratulations, guys, on an excellent race. Second place, Zach, I'll start with you. What was it like to go head-to-head with Norwalk today? They're an excellent team. And what was it like to have one last tune-up before state qualifying?
It was very exciting. We were prepared to race against Norwalk because they're a really good team, and we wanted to see how we'd stack up against them.
Your conference champion is Chase Lahman, a time of 16:05. And Chase, obviously, you guys have maybe been saving a little bit these last couple weeks. Not a lot of great competition today. It was different. You had some good teams out there. What were you able to see, and what was it like to especially see your top three so close together the whole race?
It was really cool to see. I mean, it was more of like a tactical race. No one pushed the pace in the beginning. We kind of just all stayed together. It's kind of compact, just didn't want to stay on the feet, but we got through about 2 miles, and I saw Kanan Nathan right there, and that just excited me. I finished, I turned around, Kanan's finishing, Nathan's finishing with a huge PR, and the fact that we were that close to Norwalk, and not every other best day either, and it's just cool to see that we can compete with the best teams even in 4A, even though we're a 3A team, and I'm excited for the postseason, the rest of the season.
Well, Cooper, you seem to save your good stuff for the postseason. That was the case a year ago. That's why we talked at state qualifying. Here we are at conference, and you ran a great race, and you were actually part of the scoring 5. What went so well for you today, and what's it been like to be pushed really in a very competitive part of your lineup, 6 through 10?
Yeah, so with the competition, it's not only other teams, but within our own team, there's just a lot of good people that are really, there's lots of people fighting for those last few spots on varsity for the postseason. Spots are just really limited, and just that friendly competition within the team it's really a spur, and it really helps me to compete well.
Well, and Zach, this is the exciting thing, is a great race today, but the big race is coming up next week. You're going to be at home, have an opportunity to race at the Pella Sports Park to not only get to state, but obviously contend for the championship. How exciting is it knowing that this team probably hasn't run their fastest, and how exciting is that knowing that you're going to get a whole lot closer probably next week?
It's super exciting. I'm ready for the postseason. We've put in a lot of good work, and once we start the tapering process, we're already putting down some nice times, but we're going to get even faster.
Well, and Chase, similar question. You guys I don't think you've seen your best yet this year, and I think it has to be extremely exciting knowing that while the North Polks and Marions of the world are starting to drop their times, you guys are just getting started in that process.
Yeah, I mean, it's super scary to see that. I mean, obviously our first three's pretty set. We've been running consistent all season, but I think it's awesome that the fact that, our last, our 6 through 10, 11 are interchangeable, and the fact that they could just keep competing to go faster and faster, and we're just gonna get the best out of everyone is just super cool. And even the 6 and 7, they're not far at the 4 and 5. Cooper came out of here, he got 4th fifth, on the team. Yeah. Like, that's amazing to see that it can be switched and like they can just compete and push everybody to be their best on that last day at state.
Well, and Cooper, obviously, in order to get to state, you have to make sure you have a good day next week. We don't know who the field is exactly just yet, but obviously you're going to be on your home course. You're going to have one of the fastest groups of guys in the entire state having your back, and you'll be chasing them too. Just how excited are you for state qualifying and to make sure that you get to Fort Dodge?
Yeah, it's just I'm just without words. I mean, it's just really cool to be here again. I didn't expect to be here with as good as the team has gotten, but just each one of the team members has spurred me on to be better and just not to give up, not to lose sight of that. So it's just really a blessing to be here and to be able to run next week.
The Pella boys, seniors of the varsity team, taking second today at the Little Hawkeye Conference. Guys, congratulations. Enjoy the next week, and we'll see you at the Pella Sports Park.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was delicious. I had about 10 egg rolls, I think.
Thanks for cooking tonight, honey.
And now how to figure out how we're going to pull off our new video campaign for rollout in Q4.
What does it say?
Fortune favors the brand.
Now if only you knew a place that could help you tell your brand story.
Well, what does your fortune say?
Don't look for your brand answers inside of a cookie. Call Brand Appeal for all your branding, print, web, interactive, and video needs.
Brand Appeal. Jump on the brand wagon.
McCall Monument is the most trusted monument company in Iowa. This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years.
This is Wyatt. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artists on staff.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you.
Memories become treasures. McCall Monument.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your colors of the game presented by Gilchrist Jewett Lumber Company. This is the Smash Park Radio pregame show. Pella will wear their home uniforms this week and next week. Home green, top to bottom with the white numbers. The Clippers have their white helmets, white jerseys, blue numbers, blue pants, white and blue for the Clippers of Clear Creek, Amana, green and white for the Dutch of Pella. Your colors of the game presented by Gilchrist Jewett Lumber Company, offering the largest selection of quality lumber, building supplies, and specialty products located in Pella. Gilchrist Jewett is Iowa's building headquarters. Randy, we have a whole lot of shout-outs to get to, so you just heard the interview if you were listening on or watching along with the number one in Class 3A boys cross-country team. They were runners-up. Chase Lawman is only the second person in school history to win the individual cross-country championship. Congratulations to Chase. Marissa Farabee won the individual girls title as well by over a minute. It was about a minute from first to second, so Farabee ran away with that, and she leads the Dutch to, I believe it was the third or fourth. Now I have to go check my notes. Third or fourth Little Hawkeye Conference championship for the girls in program history. So those teams run Wednesday. That'll be at 4 o'clock over at the Pella Sports Park to qualify for state. Some pretty good teams there. Number 2 Ballard girls will be there with Peyton Noe, who would probably be top 30 in the boys this year. That's how fast she's been. And then in Class 3A. And then number 4 Winterset headlines the group coming to Pella for that. The top 3 advance or the top 15 individuals, Pella will have about a 99.9% chance of getting to state next week. So make sure to come on out to the sports park, cheer them on, and send them off to Fort Dodge in style there. Also have a couple of collegiate instant radio updates presented by Straver Cellular on top of some of the others of our high school games. As per Chad Klein of the Verduff Agency, his daughter Kennedy reached tonight the 1,000 Dig Club for Nebraska Wesleyan, and she was the American Rivers Conference Volleyball Player of the Week last week. So congratulations to Kennedy Klein, who was a multiple-time state qualifier with Pella. On that note, Jenna Schulte, the daughter of longtime co-head coach and Jay McKinstry's essentially lead assistant, Matt Schulte. His daughter, Jenna, leads the country in Division II in blocks in her first season in college after 3 years of injury and the COVID year in between. Emily Holterhouse, heading into tonight, is the leading kill getter. She got to 1,000 career kills for UNI on the undefeated Panthers in the Missouri Valley Conference, the likely Missouri Valley Conference champions there. Emily Holterhouse, and Natalie Clayberg was top 15 in total points. That's digs, blocks, kills, all the above in the American Rivers Conference as well. So shout-out corner tonight, Randy. A whole lot to get to. Our cross-country team so excited for what they're going to accomplish these next 2 weeks. Randy, they have a legitimate chance to be both the 3A champions in Fort Dodge coming up, which would be the first time in 10 years in Class 3A, and then all those great college players. Those are just 4 of many great college athletes from Pella High School.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot to be proud of, and good luck to those cross-country teams. I know we always have a great program every year. We're maybe not state champs every year, but we're pushing it every time, and it'd be great to see both of them do very well in districts and at the state, and wish them luck.
And then volleyball coming up on Tuesday. Pella is taking on Newton to kick off the postseason. They were 5th this week in the very, very tough and competitive Little Hawkeye Conference tournament. Good luck to the volleyball girls coming up as well. And then the marching band in their final competitions. We'll talk about them during our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Well, more of the Smash Park Radio pregame show getting you set for football about 15 minutes away from our opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. It's the Dutch and Clippers on the KRLS 2 stream and on Pella Dutch Live.
Gilchrist Jewett & Pella is your local source for windows from trusted manufacturers including Marvin, Anderson, Gherkin, and Silverline. They also stock and supply the top-of-the-line composite decking materials from TimberTech and Westbury Railings for a relaxing, family-friendly, and minimum maintenance area to enjoy for decades. As always, Gilchrist Jewett welcomes all contractors and homeowners alike for all your quality lumber, building supplies, flooring, cabinets, garage doors, and more in Pella.
Flu shots are available at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. I'm Dwayne McIntyre with Hy-Vee, here to remind you that you can get your flu shot anytime that the pharmacy is open, because there's always a pharmacist on duty to give you a shot. You can check your local Hy-Vee pharmacy hours and complete the vaccine consent form in advance by going to Hy-Vee.com. And when you get your flu shot, make sure to show us your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card, because you'll earn a 20-cent Fuel Saver savings. Flu shots at your local Hy-Vee, home with the best beef in America.
At Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, the Veterinarian Pet Salon is taking appointments.
Hey, Mr. Veterinarian, can we give our kitty a haircut, please?
Yes, we can. This is Dr. Tim Yoder, one of the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Schedule an appointment at the Veterinarian Pet Salon by calling 628-4040. Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
Every single day, people ask me, are you getting inventory? The reality is, we are. The lot at Pella Motors might not look as full as usual because many of the new vehicles are sold before they ever arrive at the dealership. Pella Motors has over 400 vehicles inbound, in system, in stock, or available. Stop into Pella Motors and let one of our product specialists assist you in finding that perfect vehicle. Whether it's here or on the way, Pella Motors is here to help.
At Marion County Bank, we love the communities we serve.
In fact, it's why we do what we do. From the report card program that gives back to the school of your choice,
to all the community events, sponsorships, and donations we are proud to be a part of.
From the volunteer efforts of our staff,
to partnering in the success story of your business, farming operation, or personal financial journey. We go beyond banking. We share in the life of the community.
Marion County Bank, serving you, building community. Member FDIC.
This is the Smash Park Radio pregame show. We're about to cut away on Pella Dutch Live to our national anthem, and we will keep it right here for that as well, and then we'll get you set for opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. I believe we got all of our obligations done. Thank you to all of our pregame sponsors as we're about to be inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. So we have a second to talk about the marching band. Tomorrow they're at State, 1:15 performance here, 7:15. There is a live stream if you can't make it to Ankeny. It'll be a little chilly, but we encourage you to go to the Mid-Iowa Band Championships. The final competitive performances for the Marching Dutch this year, they will be back here next week for the home game, and then their final performance of the year, Randy, will be in sunny Pasadena, California. It will not be 46 degrees. We hope not, at least, in Pasadena, California, when we're out there for the Rose Parade. And I'm excited to announce here on the air that I'm on my way to California. Plane tickets are bought. The hotel's been booked. A huge shout-out to our management and ownership at KNIA KRLS who are backing my trip. I'm paying most of the cost to go to California. So thank you to Jim and Mel for that. And I am so excited, Randy, to announce that I'm going to California, and it should be a lot of fun. So let's hear our Pella Marching Dutch, and when we come back, your Smash Park Radio pregame show wraps up.
At Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, the Veterinarian Pet Salon is taking appointments.
Hey, Mr. Veterinarian, can we give our kitty a haircut, please?
Yes, we can. This is Dr. Tim Yoder, one of the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Schedule an appointment at the Veterinarian Pet Salon by calling 628-4040. Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
Our lives are filled with celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries, weddings. Ladies, isn't it about time to celebrate you? Embellish hand selects items with you in mind, with women's apparel and accessories in many colors, prints, and silhouettes, bed and bath items including quality linens, beautiful bedspreads, soft towels, loungewear, and the coziest robes, perfect for gifting or simply pampering yourself. Embellish offers bridal registry, and you can shop 24/7 at embellishpella.com. Embellish, we celebrate you.
And that wraps up our Smash Park Radio pregame show. Find your happy place and play, drink and eat at the new Smash Park on the west side of Pella. Andrew Schneider and Randy Sikkema coming to you from the home of the Dutch. Week 8 of the Class 4A football season is upon us. The 1-6 Pella Dutch set to take on the 3-4 Clippers of Clear Creek Amana as we get you set for our opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Just a few minutes away from that kickoff here, about 7 minutes or so before we'll take another commercial timeout in just a second. But obviously, Randy, big stakes here for the Dutch. The only way they have a chance at the playoffs is to win these next 2 weeks. And even from a point of pride, you know that this Pella team is better than their 1-6 record indicate. They get a chance to prove it here against Clear Creek Amana.
Yeah, we knew going into the season our pre-district was a very tough schedule. It was tough last year, and it's the same teams this year. So we knew that was going to be very tough. But if we can win these last 2 and go 3-2 in district, I think that would be a good accomplishment and see where our chances fall in the playoffs.
And again, it's all hindsight, right? But you wish you can go back to Newton at halftime and
no kidding,
get those, because they had everything going their way, and it just happens, right? We don't want to fault these guys on that, but it goes to show Pella's been a lot closer and close in almost every one of those games. They've been in most of them until a certain point as well. So the guys are about to rush onto the field and get us set here for our opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. We do have a couple of Straver Cellular Instant Radio updates. Well, ADM has already shut the door on the Panthers, 21-0, still 4:49 in the first quarter there. No update yet from Pella Christian at Central Decatur. I imagine we would get a touchdown soon from our friends over on Eagle Lane. And then we are awaiting kickoff for the remainder of the games on our KNIA Cable S series of networks. And the marching band in front of us set to play in the Pella football team. Just get you set here for our opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. I think everyone's kind of looking at each other. Normally we have the bigger band out there, Andy, so I think that's where some of the confusions come from.
Yeah, we've got the miniature band out there tonight because
they're
of all
good.
the seniors that were lined up for the introduction.
Or are we just waiting for the time here to tick on the clock?
I think they go by the certain minute on the clock is when they play it.
So either way, we get to see the football team hit the field, and then we'll take a quick commercial timeout and get you set for our opening kickoff for the Dutch and the Clippers. Mention a busy night in football on all 6 of our series of networks. We'll have postseason football coming from PCM and Pella Christian at least next week. And be sure to tune in on KNIA Cable S. The rest of our 3A, 4A schools, one more week of the regular season. And then any remaining second-round playoff teams from 1A, 2A, which PCM and Pella Christian are very much in the likely category in that world, barring a crazy first-round matchup. And then any remaining or starting playoff teams in 4A, 3A would join them on our series of networks. The same weekend, we assume both the Pella and Pella Christian cross-country teams will at least have some representation at Fort Dodge. Our final timeout inside of our Smash Park Radio pregame show. pregame show.
Sprunk drives, kicks to Fancher to Andringa, who's going to get it inside to Moore. And Mulder with the slam! Tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game, presented by Randall Roofing.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game and support our local teams. When it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Find us on Facebook or visit randallroofs.com. Thinking new roof? Think Randall Roofing.
Looking for a job with great pay and real flexibility? The Cottages, part of Hearthstone and Pella, is ready to open its brand new addition, but they need to finalize staffing, and you might be the missing piece. With their flex pool positions, they offer a versatile schedule and a pretty spectacular paycheck. Hourly pay ranges from $45 for registered nurses and $37 for LPNs to $24 for CNAs. If this sounds like the right fit and you'd like to learn more, call Ann at the Cottages in Pella at 620-4162. She'd love to welcome you to the job you've been waiting for.
Are you considering home renovations this fall or winter? It's the perfect time to finish that basement, remodel your kitchen or bathroom, or even build that addition you've been dreaming about. Kent and DeHeisen Carpentry can turn your dreams into a reality, but their fall and winter schedule is filling up fast. Kent has over 20 years of experience and is licensed and insured. DeHeisen Carpentry will work with you from start to finish, ensuring the job is done right and to your satisfaction. For your next project, call the professionals at DeHeisen Carpentry in Pella, 780-1858.
We're live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on the KRLS 2 stream and on Pella Dutch Live tonight. Andrew Schneider and Randy Sikkema from a chilly Pella High School as we're in week 8 of the football season. The Dutch taking on the Clippers. We're about to have the captains from both teams for our coin toss at midfield, and then we'll have your opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Tonight's home game video stream is presented by Vander Linden Services. Your video presentation on the Pella Dutch Live YouTube channel, again, presented by Vander Linden Services, one of many sponsors that are a part of our video streams this year through the Pella Athletic Booster Club. Join today at pellaschools.org. Find out more how to become a booster for all of our activities at Pella High School. Randy, we talked about the matchup here and obviously coin toss and all the above. There's always little bits of strategy, but tonight on paper, BC Moore has this as a 3-point game in favor of computer-wise for Clear Creek Amana based on results. It's a pretty close game. We know that Coach McKinstry loves to have that second half kickoff, so it'll be very interesting to see. A long road trip for Clear Creek Amana. Oftentimes road teams, Randy, do take the football if they feel like they've got some momentum there or they need to start fast. The coin toss always has a little bit of intrigue when you're not, just this undefeated juggernaut for sure.
Well, if Pella wins the coin toss, I don't know if we've ever, if we have, it only be once taken the ball first. We always defer if we win the toss. We'll see how it goes here. They're out there discussing heads and tails.
Yeah, the toss happened earlier, so it's always a faux coin toss. Clear Creek Amana has won the toss, and they have elected to defer.
Okay, so we get the ball first, and it looks like we're going to the south.
So left to right on your radio dial for those of you tuned into the KRLS 2 mobile app tonight on the KNIA KRLS mobile app. So we'll get to see Luke Hardman and company for the first time to start this game on offense.
Unless we return the kick.
Of course.
Which we can always hope for.
I called the kick return touchdown last week. Peyton Ritzer, 90-yarder on the first play. So it's happened. We've had a few called back this year, so all the above, we will get to see the Clippers. Max Carlson listed as the starting kicker for the Clippers. Clear Creek Amana, once again, your Gilchrist Jewett Lumber radio colors of the game. We told you about them earlier. Are in white uniforms for the radio audience with the blue, deep blue pants and the white and blue helmets. Pella all green top to bottom with the white letters and the white numbers. Ball is finally teed up at the 40-yard line, or it's about to be. So the Pella offense trying to get off to a similar start to what they had last week in Oskaloosa.
The wind is essentially negligible. The U.S. flag is just barely moving down there. If it's moving at all, it's going from across the field from west to east.
Well, Randy, considering what the wind was like about 3 hours ago, we've had some pretty big wind gusts come through. This has turned out to be quite the nice night. Ball is now teed up. This is number 78, Carson Seacack. So Carlson must be their place kicker, and Seacack must
not be very deep because we're only back to the 15-yard line with our deep guys.
And among them is Kenson Fuller. And is that Hardman or is it Shetterly? It's neither. It's Van Howen. That's a low squibber, and Pella will fall at it on their own 29-yard line. 1st and 10 Dutch. Luke Hardman and company set to take the field as we are now underway in our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Clear Creek preventing the kick return by squibbing it. Good job of the Dutch just to fall on it rather than try to pick it up and end up losing it.
Do have a few Strawberry Cellular instant radio updates. Pella Christian 7, Central Decatur nothing after 1 there. ADM 21, Knoxville 0. At their own 29-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Under center is Luke Hardman with 2 running backs, Beard and Fuller in the backfield. Core Heiser moves in motion across the formation. Handoff will go to Kenson Fuller. He has some space, gets to the second level before he's knocked down close to the sticks.
Yeah.
Give him 10 more and a Dutch first down.
Going to be close to 10. They're going to move the chains? Yes, they are.
And Fuller needed about 145 yards by my unofficial count to reach the 1,000 mark on the season.
So you want to write that down on the stat sheet?
I have it down here.
Okay.
Handoff right side. Fuller's going to get quite a few more. Another good gainer. Not quite first down, but he'll get 6 up to the 45-yard line right in the center of the P of Pella.
I got a short pencil this week, Andrew, so I'm going to be dropping it all night long.
I was about to say, let's keep all the drops to the press box, please. At least for Pella. 11-17 remaining here in the first quarter. Second down play action. Hartman going for it all. Has C.J. Shetterly open at the 20. No, it's dropped. Right in the breadbasket of C.J. Shetterly. Probably not a touchdown. Clear Creek had gotten back to him from behind, but it would be 1st and 10 in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone.
Oh, man, he wants that back. That was a perfect throw right in his hands.
Clock stops, 11:08 remaining first quarter. Pella at their own 45-yard line has 3rd and 4. Have to get to their own 49, just beyond the 49. Heiser in motion. Shetterly slides up. 2 running backs in the backfield. It's Kenson Fuller, cuts it back. Churning. He will not get the first down.
Miss it by a yard. Let's see what we do. I go for it if I'm coach.
Yeah, at this point, what's there to lose?
And we're going to
It's only
go
a
tempo.
half yard.
We're going to go tempo. Yeah, it is a half yard. Quarterback
Pella
sneak.
Will quarterback sneak it? They'll get the first down and plenty more.
Holy cow, I guess. Yeah, about 5 or 6.
Clippers territory, gets 6 yards and another Dutch first down. A 4th down conversion for Pella will keep the chains moving. And right now it looks like Pella is essentially, Randy, deferring to what they did a year ago, right? This is exactly what Pella did to Clear Creek and Amana. It was more out of circumstance. Blake Meyer was injured, but everything or almost everything was under center a year ago with 2 running backs. First and 10 Pella, 10:30 remaining, scoreless. Heiser shifts in motion. Basically the same formation and play. Fuller carries on his feet inside the 30, spins off another tackler inside the 25, and knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
We needed a wider field. We needed the Canadian field. That was 24 yards on that carry.
Another first down, Kenson Fuller, and he is churning out yardage at a clip of just over 10 yards per grab here in the first quarter.
He heard you mention that 145 thing, and he's shooting for it. 3 running backs.
And there is Fuller again. He's inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. And then a rugby scrum stops just outside the 15-yard line. Give him 5, make it 6 more.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
2nd and 4 coming up from the Clipper 16. But Pella is already inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, looking to get on the board first. 9:56 and rolling here in our opening quarter. 2nd and 4. Nothing out of the shotgun yet for Luke Hardman. Again, 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Heiser moves left side of the formation. It's Kenson Fuller trying to find the edge. He breaks 1 tackle, spins inside the 15. He'll get the first down before he's dragged down inside the 10 to the 9.
Give him 7.
4 first downs for the Dutch on this series.
56 yards so far.
In case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
1st and goal from the 9. It's Fuller again inside the 5, just steamrolling the Clear Creek front 7 are the Dutch offensive line and tight ends, and it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
That was pretty much a 13 veer for those that know the veer. There was no misdirection. It was just handoff straight forward.
This drive started at
Same
Pella's
thing here.
29-yard line, and Kenson Fuller makes it look easy. 6 for the Dutch. Touchdown Pella. Kenson Fuller, a 4-yard score. He had 65 yards on the drive.
Yeah, he had all the yards, all the plays except for that 1 incomplete pass. Oh, no, Hardman had 6 yards on that, didn't he? You're right.
But still so impressive for Kenson Fuller. That's a 2:59-minute or just under 3-minute drive that goes 10 plays and 71 yards.
Yeah, that was impressive. You talked about a quick start in the pregame. That'd be the definition of a quick start right there.
So Hardman on to try the PAT. By the way, congratulations to Kristen Schultz, who's won a free tenderloin, courtesy of the Wood Iron Grill and the Wood Iron Grill Radio Touchdown Challenge. We're giving away a tenderloin. Stop by the Wood Iron Grill for your chance to win each week a free tenderloin from the Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa. 7-0 Dutch, 9:01 remaining first quarter. Inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Maybe you've always prepared your own taxes and plan to do so again in the future. But in this past year, you had some changes in your life. You got married, you had a baby, you bought a house, you changed jobs, you sent your first kid off to college. Don't let changes in your life overwhelm you this tax season. Let the professionals at Van Manen, Seedstrom, Meyer, and Nickel help you with your tax preparation this year. Give them a call at 628-3737.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seedstra, Meyer, and Nickel.
Here at US Cellular, we're committed to making wireless and internet accessible to every family in every town we serve, especially in and around Pella. New prepaid plans with hotspot starting as low as $25 a month, and unlimited home internet plans now starting as low as $50 a month. Plus, you could qualify for a $30 monthly savings through the Affordable Connectivity Program. Come to Strawber Cellular for qualification and details. Strawber Cellular is your locally owned authorized agent for US Cellular in downtown Pella.
Pella will squib kick this one, returned here by the Clippers. And they'll get it to about the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Randy, our creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal isn't all that creative in the sense of this is a formation we haven't seen a ton from Pella this year. It's what we ran most of last year in the second half of the year. Under center, 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 8 carries and 65 yards for Kenson Fuller later, and a Hardman quarterback sneak.
Hand it off and try to stop it, right?
So yeah, 71 yards later, Pella scores.
Now the rest of the quick start to the game aspect here would be like a 3-and-out or
a stop,
or a short possession and a punt.
Your creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal for print, web, video, or interactive. Call Brand Appeal, relentless for you. 1st and 10 Clippers. They have it at their own 27-yard line and not much doing there.
Be a gain of 0 on that one. Couldn't even tell who the running back was. Number 3, so
Sam
that'd be
Pettinger. So no gain on the play. The quarterback this series is number 2, Jackson Schmidt, their leading rusher. Well, it's very clear that Coach McKinstry and the offense saw something on film that said we just need to run the football.
Right at him.
It
wasn't even around the edges. It was between the tackles the whole time.
Well, and about 7 yards a carry later. That's just one series, though. Spreading out the field, it's the Clippers. And this handoff is Pettinger, and not much there again. He maybe gets back to the 30.
2.
So give him 2 more. Brings up 3rd and long. Pella got the Clippers behind the sticks here. With 8:02 and counting, Pella 7, Clear Creek Amana 0.
Bring a down lineman out and another linebacker type defensive back in, thinking they're going to probably maybe pass, or at least attempt to.
So Schmidt comes out of the huddle as the quarterback at his own 30-yard line, has to get to his own 38.
As you mentioned, he's a good runner, so he could break it down and run it as well.
2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and a shotgun formation. Rolling out to his left, under trouble. There's Parsons for the quarterback sack, all the way back to the 21-yard line.
Great call by the defensive coaching staff there. Brought Schulte in.
It was Schulte, excuse me.
He was the substitute that went in for the down
Schulte.
lineman, and they sent him on a blitz right at the quarterback. So great, about a 7-8 yard loss.
Yeah, thank you for that, Cam Schulte. My apologies to the Schulte family. The Cam Schulte with the quarterback sack sends him back. A loss of 7.
We're getting our wishes so far here, Andrew. We'll see how it continues.
So Clear Creek Amana is a punt. This is number 27, Reese Hoffman.
Right now I want a good punt return.
Kick.
Kind of short.
Short. Takes a neutral bounce. It's picked up by Van Howen, tiptoeing the sideline before he's knocked out of bounds in Clear Creek Amana territory.
Pretty good. Usually it's dangerous to pick him up on a hop like that, but it's right over there by the sideline. If he kind of fumbled it, it would have probably gone out of bounds. So good decision, and he ended up getting some yards out of it.
About 8 or 9 yards. So give him the 49.
Yep. Nice play. Nice play by Van Howen.
So Pella's at the very top of the Pella P, leading 7-0, 6:49 first quarter. And the Dutch back out here after throwing just the one pass on the first series, a 10-play, 71-yard drive, easily a contender for tonight's longest drive presented by Pella Technology Services.
Wonder what we'll do here. No, now we're back in the shotgun. Throw it around the field this time.
Well, whatever works. Tate Wiesner moves in motion. And the handoff goes to Fuller. Tries the left edge there. And there's a flag, and this one's going to come back 10 more yards.
And that's going to be a spot foul, too. So that's going to be about a 13 or 14-yard penalty.
So either way.
Oh, he's moving it up. So it's going to be about 11-yard penalty, it looks like.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right, Randy? But
that was around the edge. I mean, we were going between the tackles the entire time.
That's what I was trying to say. This was different.
It was a different lineup. We had just the one running back. I don't know. I don't disagree with the call. I'm just saying that was different than the first drive.
And it turns into an 11-yard penalty. So move Pella back to their own 40-yard line.
Just gives Fuller a chance to get to 145 quicker with these penalties.
So shotgun formation, 1st and 21. Pella at their own 40-yard line with a 7-0 lead first quarter. Over Clear Creek, Amana. Hardman to pass, near sideline. Shetterly catches this one. Try to make a defender miss. He doesn't.
That's a good tackle in the open field there by number 12 for Clear Creek, Amana.
Give him 6 yards on the play. He did run back a little bit, so he lost some of his forward progress. Trying to break free.
It was the right idea. I would have tried the same thing, stop and spin backwards, but it was a nice tackle by number 12 there.
3 receivers far side of the formation for Hardman on 2nd and long. Pressure coming. Hardman evades it a couple of times. He'll throw it downfield and throw it away nicely.
Yeah, that was a good decision
there. He
had
2 guys on him in the backfield, and he's just elusive enough.
And big enough.
One came free. It was number 42, Carson Fox, and number 22, Jackson Stevens. Both came free off that left edge and got a hand on him, but couldn't bring him down. It's still 3rd and long Pella.
Like you said, he did very well just to not get sacked, and then let alone have the composure to throw it at a receiver, but throw it out of bounds so it's not grounding, and live to run another play here, 3rd and 15.
And back to the shotgun Pella again with 2 tight ends, Fuller in the backfield. Plenty of time for Hardman. Far sideline.
Nice
Schulte,
catch.
He catches it, breaks a tackle at the 40, and he'll be close to the first down.
Yeah, close if he didn't get it.
Depends on the spot. He needed 15 or 14, and he got it.
Looks to me like he got it. Yep, they're moving the chain.
Gain of 14 yards for Cam Schulte. Nice body control to not only make the catch, Randy, but break the tackle he needed for the first down.
Yeah, it was a good throw, but it was just a little high and outside in baseball terminology, but great hands by Schulte, brought it in, and then you're right.
Well, to be fair, Randy, they probably would have gone for it if it was 4th and 1 or 2
Short,
anyway.
Right.
They're at the Clear Creek Amana 39-yard line of the Dutch. 5:54 remaining, opening quarter. Pella with a 7-0 lead. They keep the drive alive after a penalty. 2 tight ends, hand off to Fuller, right over right guard, and he'll push ahead for another chunk of 5.
Handoffs to Kenson Fuller.
Yep. Those are the ones we were, like you said, the double tight ends, just student body straight forward, see if you can tackle us, and it's been working so far.
The only non-yard carry was called back on a holding. 5:32 and counting, 2nd and 5. This time straight ahead, Luke Hardman. He follows Fuller into the pile, and he's close to another Dutch first down, and I think he got it based on forward progress.
Depending on the mark, but it looked like he got it.
Move the sticks, give him 5. Pella with 2 more first downs on the series. They've got 6 first downs and a touchdown already in this game. From the Clear Creek Amana 29-yard line, Pella with a 7-0 lead over CCA, and they've got the ball in scoring territory, especially with Hardman at kicker. They're just outside of his probably comfortable field goal range. He's now under center on 1st and 10. 2 tight ends again, 2 receivers, 1 each side. Play action. Van Houen he's looking for Van Houen. Open in the end zone. That pass is caught. 6 for the Dutch. Touchdown Pella. A beautiful rainbow throw coming down. It's Trey Van Houen.
29 yards. Nice throw and a really nice catch by Van Houen.
That's the second time, Randy, the play action has worked, and Van Houen just had to sit in the end zone. He was all by himself and waited a good 2 seconds for that ball, the rainbow, straight into the number 3 on his chest.
Yeah, if nothing else, it's going to make their defense play a little more honest, which is going to open up more space for Fuller and Hardman in the running game.
So far, near perfection here for the Dutch in the first quarter. By the way, we do have another tenderloin to give away to Will Gormley of Oskaloosa. Congratulations to Will, who's won a free tenderloin in the Pella Wood Iron Grill Radio Touchdown Challenge. Stop by Wood Iron Grill and order in and try to be our next winner of a free tenderloin from Wood Iron Grill. 14-0 Dutch, 4:55 first quarter.
Mike Blom with Cabinet Design of Pella and Wood Harbor Cabinetry doesn't just change out cabinets and drawers, he can help freshen up your space with updated lighting as well. Here's Vicki Collette from Oskaloosa.
If you want to set up a card table or do something like that, it just wasn't quite enough light. So Mike put these can lights in that room too, and they're all on dimmers, so we can have as much light or as little light as we want, which has really been handy.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the Cabinet Guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
At Smash Park in Pella, we have a variety of spaces of all sizes to host your next big event. Are you planning a birthday party, family reunion, bachelor party, or rehearsal dinner? Did you get put in charge of your company's next business outing or holiday party? Let us host you in one of our indoor or outdoor spaces, all of which have big screen TVs, games, and places to enjoy food and drinks with your family, friends, and coworkers. Stop by and ask for me, Andrew Berry. I'd love to help you plan your next event at Smash Park in Pella.
The ensuing kickoff for the Clippers, and they have it about the same spot they had the first drive at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Randy, Pella couldn't script a better first 5, 6, 7+ minutes of this game. Two drives, 2 scores, a 3-and-out on the other side, and advantage Dutch here early.
That kickoff went a little deeper than the first one. It did hop, though. It was a screamer, worm burner, as they call it in golf, and it did bounce all the way to the back man, but we tackled him at the 28, as you said, same place they started last time.
Clear Creek will shift a couple guys in motion. Still a shotgun formation with number 2, Jackson Schmidt, in at quarterback. Jet sweep handoff going toward the left side up to the 30. And a good open field stop. The ball was on the ground. They'll say down by contact. Reed Beard made the stop. It was number 5, Andrew Schlemme, number 5, making the carry. And he'll get about 6 yards.
That was a nice tackle there. They brought pretty much everybody on their offense to the left side that time for a jet sweep, and we did a good job pursuing, stretching it out, hold them to 5 yards. Maybe 6, huh?
2nd and 4, 4:14 and counting. Pella 14, CCA 0. Clear Creek has it at their own 34-yard line.
They're going to have to hustle. Down to 4 seconds on the clock.
And they may have to burn a vision for less timeout, and they will. Right at 4 minutes, the first
we
vision
get more
for
of our
less
sponsors
timeout.
In this way.
Indeed, we can. Let's go ahead and tell you about our Vision for Less timeout, where they're improving lives by helping people see better. If poor visibility is causing you to miss things, take a timeout and visit Vision for Less in Pella to get back into the game. A PellaMotors.com radio game reset for Pella. 2 drives scoring so far. The first was 10 plays, 71 yards. The second was 7 plays for 49 yards. And they have the 14-0 lead still here in the first quarter. Clear Creek Amana on their second series in this PellaMotors.com radio game reset. Real driveway happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. Let's also run down our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Bondurant for our 7, Indianola 0. Strawberry Sully, their instant radio update. Pella Christian 14, Central Decatur 0. Benny Schurz in the end zone for the Eagles. ADM 28, Knoxville 3. So the Panthers do get on the board against ADM and avoid the shutout there. At last check, it was Norwalk 7, Carlisle 0 on your Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. 14-0 Dutch here. CCA ball on the other side of a Vision for Less timeout. They've got 4 all eligible receivers left side of the formation. Now a man in motion. And the handoff will go to the right side. About a yard shy of the first down. That was Pettinger. And he'll get 3.
Where was that Carlisle-Norwalk game?
I believe it is in Carlisle. Let me check my scoreboard here. It is, yes, at the home of the Wildcats.
Okay.
We've been outdoors there before.
Yes, several times.
3rd and 1.
Is Pella going to call timeout here? Or officials timeout, maybe?
And we got a conversation going on here between, on the near sideline, between Coach Bollard and the officials here. So play clock is stopped at 25.
Sounds to be a communication issue of some kind.
Were we playing music? Appears we were playing music.
Okay. Oh, that happened last time
we were here.
Yeah.
So Matt Fouch, our AD, is checking on that. It's 3rd and 1, Clear Creek Amana. At their own 37-yard line, they have to get to their own 38-yard line to convert. In the shotgun formation, it's Jackson Schmidt. Schmidt will keep it himself, left sideline. He's got a lot of real estate to the 40, 45, up to midfield before he's finally dragged down from behind by Noah Parsons.
Give him 13 on that one.
And that's a mistake by the Dutch, Randy. You can't leave him unaccounted for.
Yeah,
he's their best player.
He read it correctly. It was pretty much a straight run. He didn't do it immediately, but he looked where the hole was, and there was a lot of space over here on our right side of the defense, their left side of their offense, and got the first down.
The first Clippers first down comes on a 3rd down conversion. They're up to the 50-yard line. 3:14 clock. We'll move here in just a minute.
Maybe we should turn the music back on.
Yeah. That's why we were pumped up on defense last time. They had some jams going. 2 receivers far side of the formation. Clear Creek Amana rushes to the line. They've been taking a lot of time between plays here.
They have. Now they're going to have to call another timeout.
Another vision for less timeout. That's their second timeout burned already here in the first quarter.
Yeah, the last one paid off for them. They ended up getting the first down, but now it's 1st and 10 here. That's
you almost take the delay of game at some. First half, I guess it doesn't matter as much, Randy, because the game's not quite on the line at half, but timeouts can be a precious commodity.
They're probably looking at it like, okay, it's already 14-0. We haven't shown much sign of being able to stop them, so we're going to need to score on this drive.
Fair enough.
In their perspective. And so, yeah, it's unusual to take 2 timeouts on offense in the first quarter, but see if it pans out for them.
Well, let's go ahead. By the way, I want to give a huge shout-out to Delivery.com for our pregame meal tonight. We'll tell you later about our fan of the game. Dutch Fix is what we went with, Randy. I went with the Tulip Time Burger. You went with the chicken strips and a ton of frites that comes with that.
Yeah, it was very good. Thank you very much.
Thanks to
both parties.
Delivery.com. We'll tell you about our fan of the game presented by Delivery.com later on in the night. Make sure you order Delivery.com for your game time. On the other side of a vision for less timeout, 14-0 Dutch. Clear Creek Amana at midfield. Play action fake on 1st and 10. They've got a man open, and it's dropped. Incomplete. Brody Clubb had his hands on it. Was going to be a tough catch anyway. It wasn't exactly a well-thrown ball, and it's 2nd down.
He's a big body. What's the size of that guy?
Number 88 Chubb is 6'4", 235.
Yeah, he's a big one.
2nd down, right at midfield for Jackson Schmidt and company in Clear Creek Amana. 3:07 clock is stopped. Still first quarter here at Pella High School. Dutch have a 2-touchdown lead. Schmidt to pass straight up near sideline. Hitch route. It's caught near sideline, and close to a first down is number 7, Owen Rosenberg.
Yeah, we'll
about a yard shy.
Give him 8, maybe 9. We'll see where they spot it. It's looking like 8.
3rd and 2 at the Pella 42-yard line.
Big play here. It might be 4-down territory for Clear Creek.
I would say it almost certainly is.
Unless it's a negative play here, unless we sack them somehow.
2:39 remaining in this quarter.
I would think they would run it because if they're going to go for 2 plays anyway.
3 receivers far side of the formation. And it's a keeper again, and Schmidt gets the first down again. I'm surprised they haven't gone to that well a few more times. It's been pretty successful the 2 times, Randy, they've done so.
We did a better job of containing it that time, but yeah, they got enough for their first down. Got about a 4-yard carry that time.
They'll move the sticks. 30 seconds remaining in this, or play clock, with 2:16 remaining in this opening quarter. Pella 14, Clear Creek Amana 0, but the Clippers are marching on this series. 2 first downs. 2 receivers bunch on the near side of the formation. Shotgun formation for Jackson Schmidt. He'll shift 2 to the right side of the line. Schmidt moves another man in motion. And that's a jet sweep handoff to number 1, Marcus Lang. Lang turns it upfield inside the 35 to the 31-yard line before he's met by the Dutch secondary. Give him 7. And what was working, Randy, on the first series, not working nearly as well here for Pella. And Clear Creek Amana's had a lot more success both through the air and on the ground in this series.
Yeah, we could use a negative play here to start to slow them down a little bit. That would be good.
They'll rush up to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 4. Handoff goes right side, inside the 30, down to the 25. It's Pettinger. And another Clippers first down.
A little bit of tempo, too. They're not taking near as much time in between plays as they were before, forcing them to use 2 of their timeouts. They're a little quicker now.
To the Pella 25-yard line. Minute 11 remaining. Clear Creek Amana, 1st and 10. It's their third first down of the series. Started at their own 28-yard line. Pass, far sideline, incomplete, dropped.
A little wide over there. The guy was open, but it would have been, if he'd have caught it, only been about a 3-yard gain.
Owen Rosenberg trying to make a tough catch on the sideline, brings up 2nd down.
Here's the key play now. They've been getting, the third down plays have been relatively short. So we need to make them go back to a 3rd and long here. Again, I'm sure it's 4-down territory now. No sense in kicking a field goal.
Down by 2 scores are the Clippers. It's Schmidt in the shotgun. He'll play action fake. And it doesn't have anyone open. Flushed out to his left. Schulte got to him, and that pass is incomplete. Schmidt took a shot.
Yes, he did. It was pretty much right above the knee, too, about the bottom of the thigh.
And I think the Clear Creek staff wanted a roughing the passer. It was bordering on late. I'm almost surprised, Randy, the flag didn't come out.
Yeah, but when you're out of the pocket like that, I mean,
it's tough. I'm just saying that was, he's back up now. He'll have to step off for a play.
I mean, if he'd have hit him in the knees or in the ankle or in the head, but it was pretty much in the thigh.
And I think that's where Clear Creek Amana is arguing that it's late. I'm agreeing with them. I thought that was a late hit, but either way. It's a Vision for Less injury timeout. And you applaud a coach, Randy, for protecting their player.
Well, yeah, certainly. I just didn't think it was late.
I thought
it was completely clean.
And let me put it this way. I don't think it was a dirty hit. I thought it was a late hit. That's just my view, and you had a different view. And regardless, Randy, the official's view was you were right. It's 3rd down.
I thought Schulte left his feet when the ball was still in his hand. So
3rd and 10, Clear Creek Amana from the Dutch 25-yard line. And this is a keeper for the backup quarterback. This is number 9, Cale Berry. And he'll get a decent chunk. Well, maybe not. Give him 2. Thought he got a little further than he did. So it brings up 4th down. Clear Creek Amana now 2 of 4 on 3rd down. This is their first 4th down try of the game. They're at the Pella 23-yard line. Have to get to the 15 inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone
Schmidt's
to keep
coming
the series
back in.
alive. Yeah, Schmidt's probably got a Charlie horse in the leg, and now he's back in. Clock is running with 19 seconds. They will have to snap it, barring a penalty. 4th down Dutch. Schmidt rolls out to his left. Nobody open. He's looking. He has to reverse field. He's trying to keep the play alive here. Schmidt has run probably a good 30 yards, run down from behind. He'll throw it. It's intercepted far sideline. There's a flag on the play, but right now it's an interception for the Dutch down to the 35-yard line. And it was Schulte who came up with the pick, and we got flags all over the field.
Well, there's a green jersey laying on the field, so I'm assuming the flag was a blindside hit or a block in the back or something.
There are 2 flags on the play. One came out at about the 30 on the near side where the initial pile was, though who knows what that could be. Nothing is downfield, Randy, that would indicate holding or pass interference, which as soon as the quarterback leaves, then there's a lot more leeway given to defensive backs, and there's a Dutch player down as Coach McKinstry and Todd Smith, the trainer, rushed out onto the field. So here we go. The call on the field was interception Cam Schulte. Would have been a turnover anyway. Ball is at the 35-yard line. Dutch player is down right there in a Vision for Less timeout. And Coach Van Houen is coming out. I didn't see who went down either.
No, we can't tell who's down. Decent sized kid. I can tell that by the size of his legs, but I still don't know who it is.
So it looks like they're talking to Coach McKinstry what he wants to accept here. There's probably 2 fouls on the play. It's a 15-yard.
Well,
okay.
it was the flag came out on the return, I think.
Yeah, so that's a blindside block on Clear Creek Amana.
After the interception, on the return, personal foul, blindside block.
By the way, the Dutchman who went down was Luke Fairchild, the state track champion. Add 15 more. The interception is good for Cam Schulte.
Which still blows me away that one of our O linemen and D linemen is a straight state track champion. I mean, he's fast. I mean, he's a great athlete.
Well, and
he's a big kid.
Early contender, by the way, for our McCall Monument Monumental Player of the Game, Cam Schulte. has a sack, an interception, and a reception so far. So busy night for Schulte. Pella will get it at midfield, so a turnover on downs, and that takes us to the end of the quarter. Or it should take us to the end of the quarter. That might have been our quarter break there, Andy. We missed it.
Untimed down. Do you have an untimed down on a penalty?
Oh, they flipped the field.
Oh, yeah, they did. You're right. Guess we're not going to go to a commercial, are we?
Well, apologize to our sponsors right now. We got plenty of them played already, but...
Okay, so that was an interception on that play.
So we have gone from the first to the second quarter. We have flipped field, folks, inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
They didn't have far to go with the chains.
Yeah, back under center are the Dutch at the 50-yard line. Kenson Fuller, good hole left side. And he's into Clippers territory after a gain of 4. So nice quarter break there.
That was a quick one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Randy talks so I can tell our other guys that we got the quarter.
Yep, so Fuller on 4 yards on that one. So we're going from south to north now for those listening on the radio.
Flip the field. Pella's in their green uniforms. 1st and 10, now 2nd and 6. Korheiser in motion a lot. Tate Wiesner, the other tight end in the formation. Who else is this going to but Kenson Fuller. Fuller cuts it upfield, bursts the speed at the 40, sheds a tackle and knocked down from behind at the 31-yard line. Another chunk of 15 as Kenson Fuller already knocking on the door of 100 yards. 89 on 11 carries.
14 on that one.
9th Pella first down of the game. And now we have an injured Clipper on the field again.
First and 10 for the Dutch at the Clipper of 32.
Another vision for less injury timeout. Quickly trying to get number 12, Asher Roller, off the field.
He's one of their cornerbacks, I think. He made a really nice open field tackle over here earlier, right down in front of our bench.
Clock at 11:19 remaining, second quarter. Pella with a 14-0 lead, already driving to try and score and make it a 3-score game.
Yeah, Fuller's trying to get to that 145 by halftime.
We got music again. Here we go. Inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. 1st and 10 Dutch, 14-0 at the CCA 32-yard line far hash. Luke Hardman and the Dutch, Randy, this time have come out under center twice now.
Yep, you're right. Trying to mix it up a little bit, but yet keep it pretty basic.
Beard and Fuller in the backfield. Shetterly the lone receiver. Hardman under center. You can say Heiser in motion about 20 times already in this game. And this time a pitch out to the left. Fuller met in the backfield, makes that defender miss, cuts it upfield in the 30, is dragging a whole host of tacklers past the first down marker. Kenson Fuller will get to 100 yards rushing, Randy, by my unofficial count on 12 carries, and he'll do so in impressive fashion just outside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone at the 21-yard line.
Ball sets 21.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Kenson Fuller going left side again, sheds one tackle, he's loose at the 10, another juke move and stiff arm inside the 5 and down to the 2-yard line. Kenson Fuller making men miss left and right. 1st and goal Dutch.
17 on that one. Well, he won't get to 145 on this drive, but he will on the next drive at this rate.
Pella has 11 first downs, Randy. 9 of them have come on Kenson Fuller carries. The other have been a Luke Hardman pass and a Luke Hardman quarterback sneak. Kenson Fuller has 13 carries. 1st and goal Dutch. This time it's Reed Beard. Reed Beard at the goal line. Is he in?
Yes.
Signal. Yes. 6 for the Dutch. Touchdown Pella. Reed Beard from 4 yards out. And we'll call that our Randall Roof raise the roof moment of the game. The Dutch offense unstoppable in the first half.
Good job for Beard. That's neat. I think he had 1 touchdown earlier this year, but for sure that's a pretty cool deal. Touchdown for him.
When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Pella is taking it to the Clippers here tonight, and that means Jared Minder has won a tenderloin courtesy of the Wood Iron Grill and the Wood Iron Grill Radio Touchdown Challenge. Make sure you stop by the Wood Iron Grill as we're giving away tenderloins all season long, and then listen to our Pella game next week to see if you're our winner in the Wood Iron Grill Radio Touchdown Challenge. PAT is good. 10:07 remaining in the second quarter. Pella 21, CCA 0 inside our Pella Real Estate Services broadcast booth.
Let's address it. Interest rates are rising, but Community First Credit Union is here to tell you we think it's still a great time to buy or refinance your home. Right now, for qualifying mortgages, C First is giving up to $2,000 off closing costs. We offer quick turnaround times, local lenders, and an easy online application. We're here to help. It's a limited time offer. Get details and apply today at c1stcu.com/home. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval. Equal housing opportunity.
Pella Printing recognizes each job is a unique and important part of your organization's brand image. By being flexible and reacting quickly, they've earned a first-class reputation in the printing industry and offer a broad assortment of quality printed products with speed and precision. From business cards to postcards, window cleanings, magnetic media, and banners, posters, window graphics, and yard signs, Pella Printing provides a unique and professional look to any project. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Clear Creek Amana is taking off running here on the kick return. Pella thought they had him bottled up inside the 20, but a couple of broken tackles, and CCA is near midfield.
Yeah, I thought he was down. He got hit hard on the 15-yard line. 2 more green shirts hit him again, but he never went all the way down and run it all the way out to the 45.
So they'll get it at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Randy, just a small amendment I misread earlier. Kenson only needs now 14 yards to get to 1,000 on the season. He needs 131 unofficially to get there.
Yeah, he'll make that without a problem.
Yeah,
next
this
drive.
way, I was about to say, he might get it on 1 carry in the next series. So coming in tonight, Kenson Fuller had 869 on the ground.
Okay.
So let me double check that one more time. Yep, 869. Here is a carry for Pettinger. Not much there. No gain, maybe a half yard over that left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him a yard. Forward progress. That's okay. Nice job by the defense. Gang tackle over there.
2nd and 9. Dutch 21. Clear Creek Amana 0. 9:40 remaining. And never to call out my fellow broadcasters, but to say it was a pretty lonely crew that was when I went into the pick'em for the broadcaster group at least, that was looking for the green and white possibly to have some success here tonight, but Pella so far has controlled every phase of this game, has forced a turnover, had a sack, and have scored on all 3 series so far. Play action and a good one from Schmidt, but he has no one open downfield. Rolling near sideline, thrown away. What an excellent job, Randy, by the Pella secondary. They had it covered all the way. It was such a good fake by Schmidt in that backfield, but no one bit in that back line.
Right, and Parsons, among others, but Parsons was leading the pack, chasing him out of the pocket to make him throw off balance. But you're right, the defensive backs had everything completely covered.
Couple Strawver Cellular instant radio updates at the half. It's Pella Christian 21, Central Decatur 7. Knoxville trailing ADM 42-3 at the half. Tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter. Indianola Bondurant Farrar. Some Strawver Cellular instant radio updates in the second quarter. 9:13 remaining. Pella 21, CCA 0, and Pella's going to make this series, I thought, a little bit easier. They jumped off sides. Nothing called. There's a flag in the backfield. Schmidt passes complete, but this is going back. Randy, he was a Pella guy, jumped off sides.
Well, he jumped, but he didn't cross the line.
Well, that's what the official said, but that...
Yeah, he didn't go very far. As long as he wasn't lined up on the ball to start with, he only went about 3 inches forward.
I think the CCA coaching staff is going to argue, but regardless, it's a hold. So this one will.
Well, we should decline it. It's going to be 4th and 9.
Yeah, either give him 3rd and. Oh, well, the flag is thrown though. It could be 3rd and 24.
Yeah, it'd be 3rd and a lot. We are going to take it.
I, you know what? I think I would take it too. And it's different when it's a 13-yard penalty, right?
Yeah, because where the flag's laying, it's going to end up being a 15-yard penalty. That's where they step it off
Yeah,
from.
that's where they're going to. So from the 41-yard line to the 31, that's a 14-yard penalty for CCA.
Yeah,
they've had 2 penalties.
Because they were on the 46. They were 3rd and 9. Now it's 3rd and 24.
3rd and 24, 9 minutes remaining in the half. Second quarter, Pella with a 3-touchdown lead, and they're playing the field position game here a little bit.
Yeah, figuring they can't get 15 yards out of this play is what the thinking is.
Schmidt to pass. He's under some pressure near sideline. The pass is caught.
And we were right.
And they end up getting about 6. And that was Marcus Lang who ended up with number 1 with a 6-yard gain.
And went out of bounds to stop the clock, 8:41. So we're going to have plenty of time. We might get the ball twice more yet.
Straver Cellular instant radio updates abound. One coming up here from a close one, Bondurant and Indianola. Our score here is 21-0 Dutch. Clear Creek Amana is 2 of 5 now on third down, 0 of 1 on fourth down, and then also have an interception thrown in the game.
Yeah, the two conversions were all in that one drive, right?
Traven Howen's been moved up to his about 36-yard line, not anticipating a big kick here for the Clippers. Are the Dutch, and anticipating right are they? And there's a flag that came in.
What could that be?
And a good roll. It had to have been holding. It was the back judge who was about 20 yards away from any of the action who threw the flag. So Pella's going to be backed up to their own 15-yard line here. 8:33, clock is stopped here as the officials negotiate. I think what they're trying to say is it's an illegal fair catch called for.
Invalid fair catch signal on the return team, 5 yards from the end of the ball.
So a 5-yard penalty. So Traven Howen was trying to...
He was waving his teammates away from the ball was what he was doing.
The officials say and argue that his hands were above his shoulder, so it looked like it was a fair catch signal, which could pull back.
Will start 1st and 10.
They're at their own 20. So
all right,
not a
5-yarder.
terrible flag. Pella will get the ball back. They have yet to be stopped in this game. 2 penalties, 16 yards for the Dutch under center. Here's Kenson Fuller right side, and he turns his legs for 8-9 more as he's past the first down. And up ahead to the 32-yard line, give him 12 more. 129 yards for Kenson Fuller. And another first down Dutch. They have 12 in the game. This is Bo Bush under center, by the way. Handoff goes to Kenson Fuller. Turns it upfield to the 40, and he jukes his way for another Dutch first down. Kenson Fuller's in the 1,000-yard club for the season, and he gets to move the sticks again.
I got him at 140 for tonight.
Yeah, he's well past the 1,000-yard mark on the season, and he has been by far the most effective weapon on the Dutch offense in this game. If at first you keep succeeding, Randy, you try and try again. Kenson Fuller is past midfield to the 49-yard line of CCA.
We need another stat sheet, Andrew.
That's okay. Pleasantville 29, Cardinal 0 as Pleasantville looks to get into the playoffs in Class 1A. Bondurant for our 14, Indianola 7, and a couple Straver Cellular instant radio updates. This is, I believe, Fuller again. And another Dutch first down.
6 more there.
Kenson Fuller has 12 of Pella's 14 first downs in this game. And I normally don't keep track of that, but I am now.
17 carries already, and it's
what was
not
that?
Even halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, that was
he
another
got 6 on that one, yeah.
Got him 153 unofficially, 17 carries. Clock is moving, 7:26 remaining. Dutch 21. Clear Creek Amana 0. And Bo Bush will fumble the snap. He will pick it up.
His knee was down when he did, so he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's the only thing that Pella can stop themselves the only thing that can stop them right now, Randy, is themselves. Because it's very obvious through 17 carries that Clear Creek Amana has had no answers for Kenson Fuller.
Might be a pass play here now, 2nd and 11. Although Fuller's been easily getting 7 to 11 anyway, so. But I think we still might try a pass.
This is 4-down territory, barring if they're able to get any measure of yardage. So
maybe even if not, up 21.
This is an offset I formation for Pella. Don't see that too often. And Bo Bush, play action, was looking for it. Now he's going to take off running, and he'll lunge ahead to about the 40 and get 3.
Or 4, because he was behind the chain, so.
So
it's going to be 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7, Pella, and again, they've probably got 2 downs, especially now have 2 downs to get it, barring a negative play.
I would think so.
Clock is running until the half, 6:11 remaining. Pella has a 3-score lead and all the momentum right now.
Fuller by himself in the backfield this time. Beard came off.
Bo Bush, the lefty, is in at quarterback. 2 wide receivers in the formation. Blitz is coming up the middle. Bush, far side. It's caught by Schulte. A leaping grab. He'll make one defender miss. He's off to the races at the 20. Stops at the 15. They still can't get him down until he's finally dragged down by 2 inside the 15-yard line.
27 yards. Bush to Schulte.
Cam Schulte is having a night. Just good to have him healthy. This is what Coach McKinstry was so excited to see all summer long. It's inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. It's the third non-Kenson Fuller first down, and the Dutch have it inside the 15-yard line, 1st and 10, leading 21-0.
If he sells popcorn at halftime, then we'll for sure give him the MVP award.
Well, him and Fuller are going to have to argue for it. Beautiful rainbow pass in the end zone.
Nice.
It's Bush connecting with C.J. Shetterly. Yes, he catches it. 6 for the Dutch. Touchdown Pella. What a beautiful rainbow from Bush and a great concentration catch from C.J. Shetterly.
That was a pretty throw, man. That was a big-time rainbow. Dropped it right down in the bread basket, and Shetterly tipping-toeing in the corner, got both feet down in the corner of the end zone.
Another Randall Roof, raise the roof moment of the game. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing, as the Pella offense cannot be stopped tonight. And Randy, they're a stop and score away from continuous clock here potentially.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? We get home early.
Yeah. Drive across the way here would be much easier. PAT is good. We're out of tenderloins to give away, folks. Stop by Wood Iron Grill this weekend. It's all Pella, 28-0, 5:24 remaining until half inside our Pella Real Estate Services broadcast booth.
At Bruxford's Home Center, we're looking for a delivery and install technician to join our team. Skip the gym membership and get paid to stay physically active. Work is typically Monday through Friday, so most evenings and weekends are yours to enjoy life's moments that matter most. You do need a valid driver's license and at least a high school diploma, but we'll provide the training. If you'd like to join the Bruxford's team, call 628-4870 or email contact us at bruxdeck.com to apply today.
Hi, this is Sarah Casterline, part of the growing team at Pella Real Estate Services, where we're investing in lives through real estate. If you own rental property and are looking for someone to take away the hassle of managing, maintaining, and finding great tenants for your home, I can help. In fact, all of our agents are active property managers, which is how we have nearly 250 units under our management. To find out if we're the right fit for your property, call 628-1BUY for me, Sarah Casterline, or any member of the team at Pella Real Estate Services.
Returnable by Clear Creek Amana up to the 20-yard line to the 25, and that's where they'll get stopped. 1st and 10 Clippers. I will say this for free, Randy.
For free?
For free. Normally you have to pay for this kind of insight. I was not expecting this. 28-0. Obviously something was awakened last week in Pella. And again, they probably wouldn't be 28-0 against like an Indianola, but they're playing near perfect football. This is as good as they played all year.
I just looked at the stats of Clear Creek and the size and the lack of speed, and I thought, you know what, we're a lot better than these guys. So I didn't think this, but I thought we'd win going away.
Well, that's what the Dutch are doing right now, and Clear Creek has to do something before the half if they want any kind of hope.
Oop,
there's
a
flag.
flag. Could be a face mask.
There's a lot of possibilities right there at the line of scrimmage.
Because if we get a quick 3 and out here, we got plenty of time to score again. Now, we don't get the opening kickoff like we always do in the third quarter, but still, if we can get to 35 points yet this quarter, then...
Yeah, it's a face mask. Van Howen's signaling near sideline. So add 15 more to Clear Creek Amana's ledger here.
So we got a yard on the carry and then a 15-yard penalty.
Yes. So it's just one of the few first downs, the 4th first down of the night for Clear Creek Amana. And they'll get it from help from the Dutch defense. To the 41-yard line, 1st and 10, 5:08 remaining, Pella 28, CCA 0. We're live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. You're listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on the Pella Dutch Live YouTube channel and KRLS 2 at KNIA-KRLS.com. Delay, handoff, no. This is a play-action fake. We're looking. Schmidt has no one open again. There has just been nothing doing on that past series. A huge credit to the Dutch secondary. I see many guys back there. Jack Howard, C.J. Shetterly, Traven Howen have been locking down these receivers.
That time I think it was supposed to go to the tight end, and we had a defensive back on him, but Wiesner also recognized it right away and dropped straight back into coverage on the tight end. So they were double covering him. Quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
2nd and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Clear Creek Amana down 28-0. They've got a shotgun formation, one tight end left side, 2 receivers near side of the formation for Jackson Schmidt. Pettinger in the backfield. Schmidt will roll out to his right. He's under some pressure. Looking for the screen. It's thrown across.
Nice
and
tackle.
Well played from behind. Who
MVP.
else? Cam Schulte.
Holy cow, the guy is all over the field.
Reception went to Brody Clubb for a yard. Is that just their third completion?
Yeah, for 15 yards I have.
3 of 8 is what I have them passing with an interception.
I got 3 of 9, yeah.
Similar numbers. Third down. Clear Creek Amana's 6th third down try. They're 2 of 5.
That was a good call. Screen pass with our pursuit, but Schulte recognized it and outran him to the edge.
They have to get into Pella territory for the first down just beyond the 50. Coach Bollard's hopping around on the sideline. Play action. Schmidt looking.
Beard.
Pass over the middle. It is
nice
knocked
hit.
out. Incomplete. Traven Howen laying the wood. A perfectly clean hit at the 50.
Yeah, because it was in the receiver's hands, but Van Houen hit him in the hip, basically, and knocked the ball loose. Very clean hit, well-timed hit, and stops the clock, 4th and 9 in punt situation.
Pella's got all 3 of their vision for less timeouts. It's an eternity for the Dutch, assuming things go cleanly here between punter and the Pella offense. And now Traven Howen signaling to the sideline where his arms are going to be going, I think.
Well, if he can probably come up some more, I think. I don't think the punter can get it back that deep.
This is a different punter. Hoffman back in. They've kind of rotated punters here.
Okay.
And they did not have 11 on the field.
Now they got too many behind the line of scrimmage. Technically, that's a penalty area stepped up.
Well, they're just about out of time. This kick
Rugby kick. Bounce up.
And nearly.
Good idea. Good choice.
Yeah, Van Houen didn't. He was going to get hit.
Well, not only that, but just don't risk a fumble at this point. The way our offense moves, what's 5 yards?
Pella's at their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. 28-0 Dutch. A couple of Stravers Cellular Instant Radio updates. Carlisle 14, Norwalk 7. Also on our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard, 29-0 Pleasantville leads Cardinal. Bondurant for our 14, Indianola 4. That's at the second quarter.
14 to what? 7?
Yep. Pella Christian leads 21-7 at the half. ADM 42, Knoxville 3 at the half. We got our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show coming up after this. For tires from Nenwork through no appointment, oil change, and full mechanical work. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart and Pella. Hardman to pass. Cam Schulte caught. No.
Ooh.
Knocked out at the last second. Incomplete. Good job in the secondary by number 12, Asher Roller, who was hurt earlier in this game. Good to see him back on the field.
Yeah.
And he knocks it out of Schulte's hands.
He's a good player for them. He's made several good plays. And that was a good throw, and Schulte actually caught it, but the defensive back knocked it out. That was all on the defensive back there. It was a nice play.
3:38 remaining in the second quarter. Second down Dutch. Hardman in the backfield with Kenson Fuller. 2 wide receivers, far side of the formation, 2 tight ends. Cor Heiser is going to move in motion here. And this will be student body right for Hardman on the quarterback keeper. And he'll make his way through a tackler to the 25. And there's a late flag that came in. From the far sideline, a flag came hurtling in.
Is that helmet to helmet, maybe?
At the 25-yard line. And
I don't know what that signal was.
55, holding. So Pella will put 10 yards back here.
So it's going to end up being an 8-yard penalty because it was beyond the line of scrimmage. Well, he just walked off 12 yards. The flag was laying on the 25, and he marked off 12.
Pella's back to their own 13. 3:28 and counting. Dutch have it, 2nd and long.
Now probably a pass play for sure.
3 receivers bunched on the near side, Shetterly, Van Houen, and Schulte. And that's where Hardman's going to look. Looking for Kenson Fuller. It's a screen pass. He's got some steam at the 20, 25, and he'll make this third down a whole lot more manageable to the 26-yard line. Give him 13 through the air.
Good choice there. Nice play call right there. Pursuit for one thing, but then get it into Fuller's hands with some blockers in front of him. And like you said, made the third down more manageable. 3rd and 7. Might even be a Kenson Fuller run on this play.
A lot of options here on third down. Just the third Dutch third down of this game. Clock running at 2:40 remaining until half.
No kidding. Just our third down.
Near sideline. It's
nice
Cam Schulte.
throw.
He'll make the catch and gets the first down.
What a pretty throw by Hardman.
And a great catch on the other side by Schulte. Give him 12 more. Cam Schulte has 53 yards receiving, a sack on defense and an interception on defense, and a stop on third down as well. What hasn't Cam Schulte done tonight? Kenson Fuller and Cam Schulte might be both getting featured next week. We'll see what Trevor Castle picks in our player profile series. Either way, first down Pella on the third down conversion. And another deep throw. Shetterly's open at the 30-yard line. He's off to the 20, the 10, the 5, 6 for the touchdown Pella. It's a beautiful rainbow throw again and a huge 63-yarder.
Yeah, 64 from the 36. Nice job. Perfectly thrown ball by Hardman. Shetterly had the guy beat. Once he caught it, it was all track speed after that. Nobody's catching him. So,
Randy, I've been waiting to say it. There's your dagger.
Well, maybe the one or two before that was too, but that's a running clock play right there.
Whew. I've been waiting to say that all year for these Dutch. I didn't get to call last week's game, but it feels like I am. Pella's at another gear here tonight, that's for sure. 18 first downs in the first half, 5 of which have gone in the end zone. And there is your continuous clock. 35-0 Pella. How about them Dutch? 2:06 remaining until the half inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
At Nederlanders Tap and Golf, we've been slowly expanding our food options, and we want you to come try us out. Our customers love our variety of 12 different specialty gourmet hot dogs, like the Mac Daddy dog with mac and cheese and bacon, and the Dutch dog with Pella bologna and Gouda cheese. We also have a variety of munchies like cheese curds, tater tots, and wings. And on Wing Wednesday, you can get a discount on half and full orders of our garlic parm, buffalo, and honey barbecue wings. Come try our expanded food menu at Nederlanders Tap and Golf next to El Charro and Pella.
Flu shots are available at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. I'm Dwayne McIntyre with Hy-Vee, here to remind you that you can get your flu shot anytime that the pharmacy is open, because there's always a pharmacist on duty to give you a shot. You can check your local Hy-Vee pharmacy hours and complete the vaccine consent form in advance by going to Hy-Vee.com. And when you get your flu shot, make sure to show us your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card, because you'll earn a 20-cent Fuel Saver savings. Flu shots at your local Hy-Vee, home with the best beef in America.
It's a party on University Street in Pella here tonight, 35-0. Pella has the continuous clock rolling now. As long as they keep the duration up, it's a squib kick return here by Clear Creek Amana at their 20-yard line. Randy, obviously we've seen this Pella football team against top 16 opponents week in and week out, and trying to, make any excuses before. But oh boy, it feels like they're taking out some frustration here these last 3 weeks, because they're a pretty good football team, and boy, they're playing a near-perfect game here tonight.
Well, as you pointed out in the pregame, and Coach did in his pregame too, we're healthy. We're the healthiest we've been all year long. And we were this healthy last week too, and nobody got hurt. So, they're playing on the home field. Finally got a home game with all of our guys except for the one that had the season-ending injury, and it's showing off here. I mean, we're a better team than what we'd been playing the first part of the season partly because of the injuries.
By the way, that was our longest drive. We'll talk about it, presented by Pella Technology Services. Here's a screenplay. Clear Creek Amana trying to get ahead of steam with Pettinger. This one a little bit more productive for the Clippers. They'll get about 7.
Yep.
So Pella Technology Services' longest drive of the game. That one started at the 23-yard line, a 77-yard scoring drive, capped with a 64-yard touchdown. Pella Technology Services lets you focus on your business, not IT issues. Your Pella Technology Services' longest drive of the game. Incomplete pass, third down coming up.
Yeah, and if you're Clear Creek, I mean, they may go for it on fourth down. I mean, what do you got to lose? It's a running clock.
Yeah.
I was going to say that incomplete pass stopped the clock, but I forgot we're in the running clock.
Well, and Pella could take a timeout here with about 50 seconds left, but I don't think at this point they're.
No.
Oh, now they reset the play clock too, so.
Yeah, I mean, Clear Creek could try this play, and if they don't make it and it's fourth down, they could just let the clock run out, basically.
They will receive the opening half kickoff.
Right.
Our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show coming up. We already told you about our sponsor, Reed, and we got a lot to talk about, and we'll have the Marching Dutch performance as well. Schmidt going for it all, looking for Howard, and he underjumps it. He overthrew everybody, incomplete. Howard was the closest man on the field, Jack Howard, to that one, incomplete. and that should.
Yeah, they don't have to snap it if they don't want. No.
It's 4th down, and I don't think they will.
Well, they might with like 1 second left just to run one more play. But
well, and if Pella gets the ball with 7 seconds left, they could take a shot.
Right, but that's what I mean. They wait until there's 2 seconds left and then snap it, so it's the last play.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the play clock reset to 40. So they're going to take us to the Central Tire Nada Radio halftime show. The Pella sideline fired up, and why not? That's been their best half of the season. CCA shell-shocked by the Dutch, 35-0 at the half. Your Central Tire Nada Radio halftime show after this. Central Tire Nada Radio halftime show after this.
Join Pella Cinemas for a historic end to an iconic series if you dare. Legendary horror icon Michael Myers is back in the 13th and final film in the famous Halloween movie series, also starring Jamie Lee Curtis and much of the original cast. Don't miss Halloween Ends rated R. Also showing at Pella Cinemas is Lyle Lyle Crocodile, based on the popular book series and rated PG, as well as Don't Worry Darling rated R, starring Chris Pine, Olivia Wilde, and Harry Styles in a mystery thriller with a twist. For a list of showtimes, visit Pella-Cinemas.com and enjoy a movie at Pella Cinemas.
If you have friends or family coming to Pella, make reservations for them to stay in Pella's finest accommodations, the Amsterdam Hotel.
We have many different packages available depending on what they are looking for during their visit.
Our weekend getaway package.
magic spell you cast. This is love in all water. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see love in all water. When you press me to your heart, I heart. For the blue,
About 4 million people live in the City of Angels according to the last census, and half don't want the other half to know what they're up to. Finding that special someone in a city with all the glitz, glam, lights, cameras, chaos, and traffic can be a real nightmare. That's the story that's about to unfold in front of us right now. But before that story begins, drum majors Elizabeth Pumford, Stephen Gall, and Tess Hopkins, is the band ready? Performing for you their Fall 2022 musical program, the Pella Marching Dutch present Kiss from a Rose.
and next Friday night for the season finale of the 2022 fall football season. Good luck tomorrow for the Pella Marching Dutch. Testing, testing. At this time, we would like to direct your attention to the track as we recognize 3 outstanding teams from this past spring. First, we would like to recognize our boys tennis team. The boys tennis team finished second at Team State for the 3rd consecutive year. The doubles team of Kayla Briggs and Jack Briggs also finished runner-up in the individual tournament. Cameron Rowe and Cashin Thompson placed 8th in doubles, and Joshua Rosenboom qualified for the individual tournament in singles. Also representing the Dutch in the team tournament were Bo Bush, Ben Van Gorp, and Hayden Rosenboom. Congratulations to Coach Brandt, Coach Van Gorp, and the entire boys tennis team on their 2nd place finish and a great 2022 season. Let's hear it for the Pella boys tennis team. The next team we would like to recognize is our 2022 boys track and field team. This team also finished second at the state track meet after winning the state qualifying meet at Pella the week before. This was the 2nd straight top 2 finish and the 5th top 2 finish in school history as a team. The 2nd place state finish was led by a state champion shuttle hurdle relay team of Nolan Clayberg, Reese Thorson, Luke Fairchild, and Gage Heiser. Congratulations on another great season by Coach Van Howen, Coach Cutler, Coach Anderson, Coach Peterson, Coach Wilson, and the entire boys track and field team on their 2022 season. Let's hear it for the Pella Dutch track and field team. Our final recognition is our 2022 boys soccer team. The boys soccer team ended the 2022 spring season with one of its best ever postseason runs. The Dutch went 19-3 overall and finished runner-up in Class 2A. This is the 3rd top 3 finish for the boys soccer program and the 3rd trip to the state tournament in the last 4 seasons. Pella had 3 of its players receive all-state tournament honors for their postseason performances. The soccer program would also like to recognize the great work of our graduating seniors who helped to make this past season possible. Isaac Samini, Logan Schrader, Cody Johnston, Connor Hamilton, Preston Rowe, Levi Van Disseldorp, John DeBryan, and Tyler Kaloran. Congratulations to Coach Solomon, Coach Hamilton, Coach Petty, and the entire boys soccer team on an unforgettable season. Let's hear it for the Pella Dutch soccer team. On behalf of the Pella schools and the entire Pella community, congratulations on your success. More importantly, thank you for being great role models. We appreciate each of you. It's a great night to be Dutch.
I can go on and on, Randy, about how great things have been here at Pella, and it takes a lot of work and dedication to make that happen.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I mean,
community investment, too.
We're 99, the old predictometer that baseball uses and sports uses on the betting channels would have this about 99.5 victory for the Dutch right now. But so we get to play next week. We got another home game next week, and Cedar Rapids, Washington is better than Clear Creek Amana, but you know, are they 35 points better than Clear Creek Amana? You know, I don't know. We can win next week and still make the playoffs. So
the big key now for Pella is to get out of here healthy. If they've got the full team next week, they've got a shot.
Right. Don't get anybody hurt in this second half. I can't imagine the starters are going to play much more than one way,
maybe it's
one series both
42,
ways.
Yeah.
Starting on defense here in the second half, we put the first unit out and then first unit on offense one time, and then because it's going to be a running clock. I mean, unless we give up a touchdown. And so it's not going to take long to play the second half.
By the way, your Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show for tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. All sorts of Strauver Cellular instant radio updates. Pella Christian 42, Central Decatur 7. The Eagles will be a 2 seed in the Class 1A playoffs. They will be at home next week against an opponent to be determined, with Trevor Castle on the call on that one on, I believe, KRLS 2 and on the Pella Christian High School YouTube channel. 8 a.m. 56, Knoxville 3. That was long over. We got a couple of really good ones across the way over on 94.3 KNIA. Bondurant and Indianola tied at 14 at the half. Norwalk and Carlisle tied at 14 at the half. That's just how good that district has been in Class 4A.
That's amazing. Those 4 teams are so close, and Carlisle's come out ahead so far this year.
Yeah, they've got the wins right now.
Not surprising because they're good, but surprising that they've won them all. You know what I mean? It's like usually you figured everybody would beat somebody else once during all that mix.
Yeah, Carlisle beat both. It was both Bondurant and Indianola back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
So they started off, I believe, with Boone, and then I think they're off next week. And even if they were playing it with. Those are the 2 teams.
So I don't know what happens to the 4th team there. If Carlisle wins tonight, does Norwalk get 4th place in the district?
My guess is that would be the case. Norwalk, if they do not win tonight, is probably out of the playoffs. There's just not a path for them even at large.
Which is crazy. They're so good.
Yeah, they're a very good team that may not make it. There's probably one team that won't out of that district. Good kick coverage here by the Dutch. We do see a good number of the starters back out here for the opening series at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. 35-0 Pella. Continuous clock is rolling here at Pella High School. Pella Motors game reset. Pella scored on all 5 offensive series, 3 through the air, 2 on the ground for the Dutch. And they lead this one 35-0 in a PellaMotors.com radio game reset. And in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarian.
Kenson Fuller over the 1,000-yard mark this season.
Congratulations to him. I didn't mention that at halftime.
He had
you're right.
13 of the team's 16 first downs in the first half. Handoff Pettinger left side. He'll get 4. That's a pretty good number there and a good line.
Yeah.
Every time Kenson Fuller touched the football this week, he was pretty much a first down machine.
Yeah,
Sorry, 13 of 18.
He had 17 carries.
Yeah.
13 of them were for first downs. That's amazing.
Yeah. 2nd and 5 from the Pella 25-yard, or their own 25-yard line, Clear Creek Amana, the Clippers, in a shotgun formation with Jackson Schmidt. Schmidt will hand it off on the jet sweep handoff. And close to a first down is number 1, Marcus Lang. Depends on the spot, about a yard short.
3rd and 1. 4 down territory for Clear Creek.
Yeah. I don't know what you call it at this point. Probably.
They'll probably get the first down anyway. But
3rd and 1. 10:26. And again, even if they end up scoring on this series, Randy, a full 5 minutes is going to come off the clock
before
that even happens. That's a big if. It's a quarterback keeper left side.
Ooh.
And they're going to be close.
I think the way they're spotting it, they gave it to him.
Cale Berry gets the 1.5 yards. He needed 1.
Oh, that was Berry,
yeah,
not Schmidt.
I saw number 9 with the ball there. Yeah, it was Berry on the carry, and he got just over a yard. You're listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS 2 stream and Pella Dutch Live. Pella leading 35-0 over Clear Creek Amana. 1st and 10. CCA, their third down conversion of the game, and they'll get close to a first down here. Pettinger, his longest carry, he's tripped up just shy of the 40.
I gave him 9 on that one. He did have an 8-yarder in the first half, but you're right, that's his best carry of the night.
Tempo here for Schmidt and company, and this actually may be Berry and company. And Pettinger gets that second level again pretty quickly. He shoots through a hole. He's to the 47-yard line. Back-to-back first downs here for CCA in quick order.
And they are going up tempo, so I credit them for that. I mean, they, out of pride, if nothing else, they want to score a touchdown.
Snap. This is in the backfield, and kind of a strange deal there. The blocker was grabbing number 9, Berry. It was in the backfield. The fullback, Eli Malakote, I don't know what he was thinking. He just turned around and grabbed the runner. He almost tackled him himself.
It did look weird. Give him a no gain. I'm not sure they were pretty generous on the spot right there, but
I was a bit confused. I'm thinking there was a lot of confusion there. It's 2nd and 10, Clear Creek Amana. Pettinger, delayed handoff, not much there. He's still shy of the 50. He'll get 2.
Give him a couple, but 3rd and 8. I'm still thinking they're up midfield, almost sure in four down territory.
This is their 8th third down try. They are 3 of 7 in the game so far. 1 came on this series, 8:22 and counting. CCA down 35-0 to the Dutch. Continuous clock has rolled nonstop, although Clear Creek has run the ball every play so far out of the break anyway. And this is with quarterback Cale Berry. Pella loading the box. They've got everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Pass near sideline. It's caught and fumbled out of bounds. It will be a catch. Marcus Lang out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Give him 12.
And again, this is the new quarterback into the game. He's 1 for 1.
Who caught it?
Number 1, Lang. Into Pella territory. 4th third down conversion for the Clippers, still trailing 35-0. Pella's got a late sub coming onto the field here. 1st and 10 at the Dutch 39-yard line. Handoff goes to Pettinger, and he'll get 4 more. So they'll stop him at 35. CCA's found something here. Tempo in the run game.
Well, Oski had a couple of drives. Well, a drive, and then they got a late short punt or something. They started around midfield, and both times Pella stopped him short of the goal and short of the first down. So see if we can pull it off here in this drive.
This is the 10th play of the series. And this is a quarterback keeper and getting some space. If he didn't stumble, burying the backfield, he probably gets the first down and a whole lot more. But I think number 51 for the Dutch, Gift, just got his ankle.
Yeah, got enough of him to spin him around and slow him down.
They still give
him 4.
A few more. Another third down try here for the Clippers. 3rd and 2 from the Pella 31-yard line.
Yeah, your 5-minute thing is going to be underestimated.
Yeah.
We're already past 5 minutes on this drive.
And the handoff goes to Pettinger straight ahead.
I don't know. It depends on the spot. There's a big pile of bodies out there.
They're going to stop the clock.
Oh, they're going to move it.
And he got right to the 29-yard line. He needed 2.
I don't think they checked very closely, quite honestly, but that's okay.
It's a third down conversion of the series for Clear Creek Amana. This is, the 10th play of the drive. That was the 8th a couple ago. They've moved the ball effectively here on the opening series of the half. There's a flag and some motion. And this may be an assist here for the Dutch.
Yeah, could be.
Too much motion, says the umpire. So a bit of relief for the Dutch there, and it puts CCA behind the sticks to the 34-yard line. On the far hash mark, 6 minutes into our third quarter, 35-0 Pella. Clock running here. The CCI trying to stop it from running. By the way, Pella Christian 49-7 on the Strauver Cellular Instant Radio Update. Another flag.
Oh.
This one's going to be declined. It's Cam Schulte.
Who's that guy?
Cam Schulte with a loss of 7 on the play.
I think we might decline that penalty.
Absolutely will. You lose the down in 7 yards.
Who was the carrier? Was that one? Was that Lang? I think he came over from a jet sweep, didn't he?
It was an illegal shift, so definitely that is ignored. It's second and forever.
Second and 22.
Yeah. So a loss of 7 back to the 39-yard line. Cam Schulte's had a sack, an interception, now a tackle for loss on defense, and then a third down stop on his ledger, including a great receiving game as well.
2nd and 22.
5:45 and rolling here. 2nd and 22 from the Pella 40-yard line. 35 Nada Dutch. CCA behind the sticks in a big way here. This is number 9, Cale Berry. And they're looking downfield. That pass is right towards Traven Howen, and there's a flag in the secondary. And I believe this is going to go against the Dutch.
I was watching Van Howen because I thought he was going to pick it. I didn't see if there was holding or not.
Well, maybe not. This might not benefit Clear Creek Amana. Oh, well. So Howard, I think, got tangled up with the receiver that was supposed to be coming to the ball. So it's not an automatic first down, Randy, but all that yardage is going back to Clear Creek Amana, and it's a 15-yard penalty.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 approximately if they mark it off correctly.
So it's to the 26-yard line, 2nd and 7. So that's a big 15-yarder against the Dutch, but not a backbreaker. It does keep the down, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I could use another big stop here. We're going to be under 5 minutes by the time this play is over.
5:12 and counting at the Pella 26-yard line. Big bunch formation, 1 receiver in the play. The snap is bad. They're having to retreat all the way back to the 47-yard line, so Clear Creek Amana gives it all back and then some.
And then some.
On the bad snap as Barry slides down at the 46-yard line. Just when
20-yard
CCA,
loss.
That's a team yardage loss, yes. I hate to punish the quarterback for that. It was on the center, so.
Well, kind of, yeah, more or less. I mean,
Yeah.
it went through his hands. I mean, he could have caught it. I think it was snapped a little too hard was the problem, and so it got back to him quicker than he was expecting.
Well, this will be the most impressive third down conversion we've seen from an opposing team maybe all season. At the Pella 46-yard line, clock still rolling, 4:26 remaining in the quarter.
Could be looking at an interception here.
They got to get inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone to get it. And this is a running play and one that does not go anywhere.
No yards.
Ben Mysteric, no gain as he makes the tackle on the quarterback, Barry.
They're going to punt 4th and 30, 4th and 27.
Yeah, 4th and 27. Nice play by Mysteric in the open field. There was probably a few defenders behind him. I don't know how much further than the 40 Barry gets, Randy, but that was a nice stop to prevent any gain.
It was still a good tackle. You're right. Open field tackle. Very nice job. We're going to try to block this. We got a bunch of bodies up here. Oh, that was motion.
Yeah, and this will further, might actually help from this point in the field. Another CCA penalty. While we have a moment here, do want to remind you are listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on KNIAKBLS.com and on the Pella Dutch Live YouTube channel. Thank you to those of you around town watching on big screens at our various establishments throughout the community as well. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful Friday. Pella 35, CCA 0. Snap. Kick is a low roller. It's worked so far for CCA, and it does again. It takes a Clippers bounce out of bounds inside the 15-yard line, and Pella will take over at their own 14, 1st and 10. Clock running with 3:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Delivery.com is the restaurant delivery service in Pella with great local restaurants, including George's, Canaritos, Yamoto, Liberty Street Kitchen, Dutch Fix, and more. And you can have fresh food delivered right to your home or business, just as Haley Gruters did. $10 toward Haley's next order on Delivery.com. Try it this week and listen to our next broadcast. Could be our last broadcast, at least for Pella, to see if you're a fan of the game, presented by Delivery.com. Luke Hardman and Kenson Fuller. Fuller's breaking a couple of tackles. He's past the 20 and has his 14th first down of the night, Kenson Fuller.
Give him 13 on that one.
166 yards.
166. We'll be looking at 200 here unless they take him out.
Low snap. Hardman, I think, ends up keeping it because of that.
Nice ad lib right there. I think it was supposed to be a handoff to Fuller, but the snap was on the wrong side of his body, and it was a good catch just to keep it from being a fumble. And plus, he got 6 yards.
Carlisle got the lead early in the third quarter, 21-14 over Norwalk. A Strawver Cellular instant radio update.
Wow, that's an impressive season by them.
Shout out Josiah Brandt. He couldn't be with the tennis team. He's doing some awesome video work. As always, Josiah Brandt. 2nd and 5, Pella after a 5-yard improvisation there by Luke Hardman. Pella has a 35-0 lead in the third quarter. This is Reed Beard. He's got some moves, and he's close to the first down.
5 yards on that carry for Beard.
So Reed Beard has a touchdown in the game and a first down in the game. That's 20 Dutch touchdowns or first downs in this contest. Clock rolling with 1:28 remaining. Pella leads 35-0. Hardman's still on the field. Not sure how much more of Kenson Fuller we'll see, though. At this point, if Beard's in, Randy, I'm guessing Kenson's night is over.
Well, the quarter's going to be over here in about 2 plays.
Tate Wiesner pass, sliding catch is made by C.J. Shetterly. Give him 6.
Yep. Threw it right where the defense wasn't.
If there's anything extra encouraging about tonight, Randy, is the passing game has looked very crisp.
They
a lot
really
of good
have.
routes, a lot of connections, and honestly, probably a dropped, if not touchdown, but at least 50-yard pass in the first quarter.
Yeah, 3 incompletions, and one went right through his hands. It should have been a completion. So great job by the passing offense. Bush out there now.
4 catches, 90 yards for C.J. Shetterly. 2nd and 4. Handoff goes to Reed Beard. He's got the first down and a whole lot more into Clippers territory.
Give him 10.
Before he stopped at the 45. 21 Dutch first downs tonight with 20 seconds remaining until we get to the fourth quarter.
Do you have the season stats there? Did Beard have 1 touchdown before tonight?
I will check.
I think he had 1.
He did. He had 6 carries, 20 yards heading in, and he is 19 yards on 3 carries here tonight.
Yep, with a TD.
That's the end of the third quarter inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. All Dutch, 35-0.
To work, back in to check on the kids. Your husband heads out for work, back in for lunch. You head out to the grocery store, back in for the evening. In and out, in and out, in and out, all day long. Of course, while you're going in and out, your garage door is going up and down. And over the course of time, springs, rollers, hinges, they all break down. Don't wait until the door won't go up and down and you can't go in and out. Call DeYoung Door Service for an inspection of your garage door today.
We're the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
At Lely, we continue to provide the latest innovations for the dairy industry. Our robotic milking systems put more milk in the tank with less effort. Our robotic feeding systems provide optimal feed efficiency for a healthy and productive herd. And we have a line of innovative barn products that create an animal-friendly environment focused on the cow's well-being and comfort. Lely, a worldwide pioneer in dairy farm automation, with our North American headquarters right here in Pella, is proud to be a part of the community.
Tonight's coverage of our video stream is presented by Vanderlinden Services. Thank you to Vanderlinden Services and all of our sponsors providing our video coverage this season with the Pella Athletic Booster Club. 12 minutes on the clock until the final 35-0 right now is our score. Pella has the ball, 1st and 10 in Clear Creek Amana territory. Randy, I know it's still a long shot, but if anybody sees this Dutch team in the playoffs, I don't think they want to see them. This
exactly.
is suddenly a unit that's figured out who they are in a big way. And Bo Bush and company looking to add to that lead in CCA territory. It's a keeper for Bo Bush left side. He won't get much initially. He's tried to spin through a tackle before 3 or 4 more clippers make sure the job is finished for no gain.
He had Vandaloon in the backfield with him that time too, so Fuller's done for the evening, which makes sense. Don't want him getting hurt in the game at this point.
Same with Hardman and a few of the other starters. I think we're getting to the backup territory for sure now. Randy and I will get as many names and numbers as we can throughout the night. Jack Briggs, the state tennis runner-up a season ago as a doubles player, is out there at receiver. His brother, one of my favorites that I got to cover over the years, and Jack is quickly filling that territory as well. A lot of good kids out there. There's a whistle and a something.
Calling it on the center. Said he
moved the ball.
Or lifted up. I don't know. They gave the motion like he lifted up. But
so you mentioned Nathan Vandaloon in it. Tailback. Gage Heiser's been in the game quite a bit.
Right.
Hanson King's on the line. See 18 at receiver, Leighton Bethards.
Leighton Bethards is out there. Leighton Bethards.
Had a nice baseball season this year for the state qualifying baseball team. We didn't even mention them in the recognition.
Yeah, they had a great baseball season.
Magical run in the postseason there. So 2nd and 15 after the penalty. Briggs is now at the line of scrimmage as Heiser's man in motion. Vandaloon in the backfield. Handoff goes to Vandaloon left side, and he's got some decent speed. He's got quite the right arm, does Nathan Vandaloon as well. He was one of Pella's best pitchers by the end of the season. Talking baseball.
Jackson Stevens made the tackle.
So a fun night at the ballpark here for the Dutch. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Pella scored on their first 5 series in the first half, shutting out CCA to this point, 35-0.
Hugan checking in for Briggs.
Yep, Ramon Hugan. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Probably a pass play here, 3rd and 11.
Here's another shout-out, seeing Pella's maybe soon-to-be all-time 5K record breaker for the girls, Marissa Farabee, a conference champion, walking in the crowd. Congratulations to her. Bush to throw on 3rd and long. Looking downfield for Hugan, incomplete, well covered by CCA. Had 2 guys there. Yeah, if not 3. That is the first stop, because Pella was able to get a first down conversion, or a 4th down conversion to get a first down in the first half. That is the first Clear Creek Amana stop, and the first time we will see Hardman punting the ball away.
First time we haven't scored.
Yeah, it happens, Randy.
Yeah, darn it. But we're down approaching 9 minutes by the end of this play, so left in the game.
PCM 21, Roland Story 13 after 3 over on KRLS 3. Southeast Warren 61, Lamoni 12 at the half. A couple of Strawver Cellular instant radio updates. And we got all sorts of confusion. The play clock is out.
Did we call timeout maybe?
No, we didn't.
Jay was talking to the ref down on the sideline. I guess we decided to take the penalty. Probably doesn't hurt anyway.
Yeah, okay. If there's one area if you want to nitpick tonight, 6 penalties, 61 yards for the Dutch.
Yeah, that's the 7th one I've
7,
got.
okay.
Now.
I must have missed one somewhere. Yeah. Whatever. There's a lot. That's maybe the one area where, and they've been mostly good calls by the officials. Give them credit.
Right, and not at critical junctures of
No.
the game either. So,
snap to Hardman is clean, and he just gets this one away. It's a high wobbler. You hear the Peter coming from the Clear Creek Amana as Hugon has to stop it from taking a worse CCA bounce to the 28-yard line. Funny how that works. Hardman's an all-state kicker from a year ago. He's got the bigger leg. CCA's got a bunch of punts, Randy, that go 15 yards and then roll 30 downfield.
Right.
That's just how it bounces, right?
well, 28-yard line, so 72 yards. Took them almost 8 minutes to go 60-some yards last time. So even if we don't get the ball back, the game might be over.
By the way, with those other touchdowns, a reminder, stop by Wood Iron Grill this week to see if you can cash in on some more Dutch touchdowns next week with free tenderloins from the Wood Iron Grill and our radio touchdown challenge.
Kieran Van Vorst, I see out there now.
Pass near sideline is caught. This is Pella's second unit defensively. That was Marcus Lang who ends up making the reception. He's got 3 catches.
That was 9 throwing. That was Barry pitching.
So Hugon's out there, as he mentioned. We got number 6, Tyson Barnes in the secondary, member of the state soccer team. Number 24, Jackson Van Clay, a state qualifying wrestler from a year ago. I got all the knowledge here, Andy, something like that. Daniel Loftus out there at the defensive line position, as is Hanson King. Handoff. This is the backup running back, number 23 for CCA, Eli Malacote. It's his first carry. He gets good yardage.
5.
And he gets a first down. 9th first down for Clear Creek Amana to 21 for the Dutch. At this point, Pella's second unit getting all the carries. Malacote pinballs his way past midfield and gets 8 more. Clock is still running. 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. And every second that ticks away is obviously, at this point the game's over. It's a matter of now, Randy, the Dutch second unit can
Right, what's the
keep
final
it.
score is all that matters now.
Bailey Shetterly, the younger brother of CJ and youngest brother of Logan, out there at safety as well.
Did you get Daniel Loftus?
I
see
did.
him out there. Okay.
41, Lake Kalman, nice baseball player as well, a Twitter follower. You mentioned Van Vorst. 36 out there, Brady Vanderheiden at the end position. CCA looking to pass, jockeying for position, and some Briggs. There was some hand fighting, and I think at the end, Randy Briggs pulled the arm of Lang.
Yeah, they were both shoving each other down the field, but I think it was a little too much there at the end, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty.
Well, better than a touchdown.
Yep.
That's where in high school, Randy, sometimes interference,
smart play.
It lets you live to see another down. CCA is in the Pella territory for the second time in this half, but the continuous clock has been their biggest enemy here to the 38-yard line, although it feels like if Pella, Randy, kept their first team out there, Dutch would have scored again.
Yeah.
They were moving until they all came off the field.
But you got to let the other guys play.
Of course. Oh, absolutely. Carlisle, another turnover. 28-14, they lead Norwalk. And a Strouver Cellular Instant Radio Update. Quarterback keeper. There's a whole lot of running room inside the 30 to the 26-yard line for Cale Berry.
That was a good read there by Berry. That was a quarterback read option, and he did the right thing. We bid on the fake.
We got a vision for less timeout and an injury. By the way, Randy, I was told that you all recently saw Dr. Vanderleest. I did too. I can see clearly thanks to Vision for Less.
Yes.
I took a timeout and got back into the game, although my prescription didn't change.
And they also cleaned the windows up here.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Yeah. My windows also got cleaned on my face.
The eye care guys do a great job.
Thanks to Vision for Less. 5:53. Clock is stopped for this timeout. Here in the fourth quarter, clock will resume as soon as everyone's back in it here. We already told you about our longest drive presented by Pella Technology Services. In our Cabinet Side of Pella Radio postgame show, Randy and I will take a look at our final stats presented by the Verduff Agency. We got a couple of candidates for a McCall Monument Monumental Play and Player of the Game. A very happy head coach, Jay McKinstry, will be joining us as well. It'll be all hunky-dory in the Cabinet Side of Pella Radio postgame show. Clear Creek Amana is at the Pella 26-yard line looking to get on the board in the final 6 minutes. And again, the clock is their enemy here if they're going to try and do so, although they've moved the ball very effectively here. And a flag will
hold.
help the cause.
So are you hunky or are you Dory? Are you hunky or am I hunky?
I'm humble. We're both humble. Neither one of us are the hunky one.
We're both
right?
Dory?
I think we're both Dory.
Okay.
So this will set CCA back a little further in their adventures.
Problem is, all these flags stop the clock.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. This will not help.
What was the call?
A face mask. Okay.
Okay, they're getting a little tricky out there now. Let's just let them play, boys.
Oh, you were happy to take the holding call. I know.
I'm just saying.
We're inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. We haven't been able to say that much because there's been a lot of long touchdowns here. CCA is inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone for the first time tonight with about 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Ball is on the ground again. Another bad snap. They're going to try and piece this one together, and they'll get something out of it. This time Barry had enough space to maybe get a couple back, but he'll lose 5 on the play. So Shetterly made the stop. Who else haven't we mentioned yet that's been on the field? I say Kalman. I feel like we've gotten to most of them.
Garrett O'Halloran, you said him yet?
Not, no.
He's out there right now.
Said Hugin's name a couple times. Second and long. CCA is now outside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. And
Good job, guys. Good job. Got a couple, but still it's going to be, what,
Barry.
3rd and 12?
There's quite a bit of Dutch on that pile. Jackson Van Clay, saw him getting up off the ground.
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12, third down. The 11th third down try for CCA. They're actually 5 of 10 tonight from third down, but they had 3 on that last drive.
I don't think they kick a field goal either. I was watching them kick. They don't have the strongest.
Zadok
Gustafson
yep.
in the game. He made a big tackle last week over Hosky. Yeah.
Let's see what he's got here. 3rd and 12. Shotgun formation. It's a play fake. Throw, pass is caught far sideline, and a big hit will stop the first down from happening. It's 4th and go for it, though.
Who caught it?
It was at the 10, and that's 32. 32 at the reception. That was Ben Howie, I think is how you say that. Oopsies. Howie, I should say. So
okay, 4th and 4.
4th and 4. 4th down conversion coming here for CCA. They're trying to at least. 4th and 4, and we get a vision for less timeout. Pella gets to stop here. They'll walk away with their 2nd consecutive shutout. So some conversation for Coach Bollard and company. Try and inspire a stop as it's a mix of starters on the field for CCA and the full second team unit here in this vision for less timeout.
2nd plus, I think.
PellaMotors.com radio game reset. Pella scored on the first 5 series of this game. 35-0. Had some turnovers in the first half as well that led to that series. A rundown of our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Pella Christian 48, Central Decatur 14. The Eagles will have a home playoff game officially next week. Southeast Warren 67, Lamoni 24. We got finals there. And at last check, it was 28-14. Carlisle leading Norwalk. ADM 56, Knoxville 3. That's a final. And then Bondurant and Indianola last check were tied at 14.
Okay.
So no scores have yet come in from Andrew Swatner.
So that's probably a 2nd place game right there.
Probably. I think it is. Because I'm not sure if any of the big dogs play each other next week. Bondurant, Norwalk.
Oh,
ball is on the ground.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Go.
Oh, and Briggs falls on it. Hey, you did the smart thing. Jack Briggs gets the fumble recovery.
He got a TD last week. He could have gone back-to-back weeks.
He wanted the shutout. And I think if he doesn't, so what happens, Randy, if it scores out of his hand and CCA goes in and scores, right?
Right.
He didn't have it cleanly. I think
no,
if it would have hopped up.
It would just been cool to see him go 90 yards for a touchdown.
Well, there was nobody near him. So Briggs gets the fumble recovery, and the Dutch will preserve the shutout with 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, assuming no one uses any timeouts, we probably got to get 1 first down to end the game.
It's been a fun night.
Looks like Vandelin's going to quarterback now.
So Wildcat
Kosur.
His dad is I believe the connection is his dad has been a volleyball official for a long time.
Okay, well, he's going in a wide receiver.
And now we have a vision for less timeout for the Dutch.
Do we have 11?
Parker Hemming is on the line for Pella on offense. And we'll get a few more here and the vision for less timeout. I was about to say, Randy, it's been as fun of a night as we've had, obviously, in football. You got a chance to celebrate with Tyler, but it's a little bit more fun at home, right? You get the Marching Dutch at halftime, and you got to honor a lot of great kids here tonight. We got some great shout-outs to the cross-country teams. They're running this Wednesday at the Sports Park. Come on out, cheer them on, as they've got the number 1 and number 2 boys and girls teams respectively, trying to get their way to Fort Dodge, likely getting their way to Fort Dodge. Pella Volleyball on Tuesday, Randy, plays in the playoffs, as they will head off to, or home rather, to take on Newton in a very winnable bracket for Pella. They beat ranked Knoxville, who would be the second round team. So if Pella plays as well as they had going into the conference tournament, there's a decent shot. The Dutch could find themselves in the top 16 in Class 4A in volleyball. On the other side of a vision for less timeout, it's Vandaloon in at quarterback, and he'll botch the snap, and there's a flag, and though this has not gone well here for the Dutch. I don't think there's anything good about this. I think the flag is against Pella. Well, that was a quick experiment. Vandaloon out. Well, the shutout, Randy, is all of a sudden in danger of a safety here.
They declined the penalty, so loss of,
8.
about
7?
Or better than that. They were on the
they're at the
14.
13. So 9, a loss of 9. Whoopsies. Now we got a different, or is Vandaloon back in?
No, he's still the quarterback, yeah.
All right, he's going to go student body left. Breathing room, the
Got
old
some
cliche.
of it back.
He got 3.
We just need to get the one, like I said, the 1 first down, and then we can just take knees and end the game.
It's 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. Clock is running with 2:09 remaining. At worst, Randy, just get some breathing room so Hardman can, or Hugan, whoever is going to come out and kick it, will have some space. Play clock is at 20.
We're going to use all the play clock, so even if we don't get the first down, it's going to be down around a minute when we punt. If we punt. I mean, if we don't get the first down.
3rd and 15 Dutch. Vandaloon, uh-oh. Randy, the shutout. He's running. Oh, it's a safety. I jinxed the shutout, Randy.
Yes, you did, bud.
Oh, I didn't jinx it. It was they did it. 2 bad snaps, Randy, in a row, or of the 3. Ah, well. This might be a scoregami. You don't see this one too often. 35-2.
No, you don't see that very often.
Well, to be somewhat fair to everybody, the coaching staff did not have anybody who's played quarterback out there. And I'm guessing it was a backup center.
Well, it was the snap that I don't think they probably had worked together much.
No. It's okay.
Vandaloon had several snaps last week, and it all went fine.
So no shutout, but 35-2 is definitely one you don't see very, very often. And this will be a safety kick, so Hardman will come out for this one, I believe.
It's number 6. It's Tyson Barnes going to kick it.
He had one of the best goals I saw all of last year in a big comeback against Oskaloosa. That's in case you missed it, presented by
They're the veterinarians.
Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Tyson Barnes, he's a soccer player. And he's got a pretty good boot on it. Oh, it's caught by one of the upmen at the 45-yard line. He'll shed a couple tackles to the 42. So 1:29 remaining.
And the clock won't stop now. I mean, if it's a running play, it'll keep running, but incomplete pass, the clock will stop.
The clock stopped now, but I guess it does on a...
Well, it's under 35 points now, so it's going to...
That's right.
It's going to stop unless it's a running play.
You're right.
Inbounds.
Yeah, so that stops the running clock. It didn't dawn on my brain for a second. I don't think I've ever seen a football game at 35-2 before, so just give me a little bit of leeway here. 1st and 10 Clippers at the Dutch 42-yard line. I got even more backups and names I don't think we've called for either team now. Clock is running after the handoff in a short game for CCA. Clippers do have 2 timeouts if they really want to try and get the touchdown before the game ends. Number 53 for the Dutch, Loftus running in. He tripped on his...
Now he slid into his position, yeah.
It worked out
well.
well.
Nice tackle.
Didn't matter. The rest of his The other 10 on the field were ready to pick him up, and it's a no gain, maybe a yard for Barry. Not that it matters at this point.
So I'd say one more snap, but there could be 2 more snaps.
That clock is down to 40 seconds. If it comes in,
they could choose to
yeah.
do one more snap, but for pride, they'll probably do 2 more snaps.
3rd down, Clippers down 35-2. Clock is running under 30 seconds here in the 4th. Pella 35-2. This is a passing play. Downfield, incomplete. That'll stop the clock and guarantee another snap here. Carlisle, 3rd quarter, down 28-21. Trying to come back in that one. And never mind. 35-21 Carlisle.
They seem to have done that all year long. When they're playing those good teams and the good teams make a move, they just score right away.
Tell you what, that Carlisle, when Carlisle has dudes, and they've had some over the years, I go back to the 2014. It's a hard thing to track down.
It really is.
This is intercepted by Ramon Hugan.
There's a chance here. There's a chance here.
Interception. He's up to the 50-yard line, to the 40. Tackle from behind at the 34-yard line. Clock is stopped with 5 seconds remaining.
Well,
Ramon Hugan.
That'll be a knee down.
With the exclamation point INT, and the Dutch defense holds again.
Oh, nice interception.
Pella's defense gave up no points tonight, Randy.
Right. Nice interception by Hugan for sure. And I think it might have been the quarterback that angled him off at the sidelines. Otherwise, that was a touchdown, pick 6.
And Hugan's got some speed.
We got a penalty anyway, so it wouldn't have counted.
No. The hold on the return.
These guys are getting paid by the flag, I think. What are they throwing, about 20 in this last 5 minutes of the game?
Well, if it happens, it happens, right?
I know, but
I know.
It's going to be a knee down. Anyway.
Victory formation for the Dutch. Who's back there? It's Vandaloon. How about those Dutch? For the 2nd week in a row, it wasn't even close. 35-2 over Clear Creek Amana. Pella gets their 2nd win of the season, a winning streak heading into the regular season finale right back here against Cedar Rapids, Washington. Your Captain is on a Pella Radio postgame show coming up right after this on Cable S2 and the Pella Dutch Live YouTube channel.
Thank you for coming, and please drive home safely. Thank you for coming.
Technology. We love it when it works, but it's stressful when it doesn't. Pella Technology Services will let you focus on your business, not IT issues, by assessing your current network setup, make recommendations for upgrades, and even help with budgetary planning, allowing your team to focus their attention on core business activities. Go to PellaTechnology.com for more information. Pella Technology Services, the IT department for companies without an IT department.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Lance Klein, at the Verduff Agency in Pella, if auto owners make sense for you.
This is Dr. Brett the Vet here at Pella Pets Veterinary Clinic. It's time to talk preventative dental care for your best friend. There's nothing better than a welcoming smile, and few things more important than fresh breath on a first date. A healthy mouth is important. Your buddy needs a healthy mouth too. Did you know that untreated dental disease can be life-threatening to your pet? Bad breath is the first sign of decay, and dental disease can develop into really bad problems for the heart, liver, and kidneys. Cleaning your pet's teeth is a simple process. Give us a call at Pella. Talk about the details. Take it from a guy who knows. Fresh breath is always a winner.
Did you know 1 in 7 adult pets have a significant finding on a routine blood panel that requires follow-up?
This is Dr. Glenda Van Wyk at Van Wyk Veterinary Clinic. We all know the importance of a yearly physical and blood panel for ourselves, but the same applies for our furry family members. Catching disease early allows us to treat early and control or slow down disease progression. Call us to schedule your pet's physical and ask us about our discounted blood panels to check your pet's health. Van Wyk Veterinary Clinic.
Love, compassion, family.
If you're looking for the best burger around, look no further than Wood Iron Grill. Home of Iowa's Best Burger 2019, Wood Iron Grill serves delectably crafted cuisines and beverages with intentional service. Try their famous Iowa's Best Burger, their mouth-watering tenderloin, a chef's feature, or their unique spin on your comfort food favorites. At the Wood Iron Grill, they are deeply gratified by the opportunity to forge a legacy of inspiration, connection, and acceptance for all who enter. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time.
At Ulrich Ford Lincoln and Pella, we have one of Marion County's largest pre-owned vehicle inventories with over 125 used cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock. As new vehicles across the country continue to be difficult to get, our team is making a concentrated effort to provide an even larger selection of used vehicles for you to choose from. So when it's time for your next pre-owned vehicle, check out ulrichford.com or stop out and let one of our certified sales consultants help you find the right vehicle. We're Ulrich Ford Lincoln and Pella, taking care of you since 1935.
McCall Monument is the most trusted monument company in Iowa. This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years.
This is Wyatt. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artists on staff.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we've never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you.
When memories become treasures, McCall Monument.
Hi, this is Mike at Langstrad Auto Body. It's deer season again, and I know from experience that whether you're in your car or in the timber, there's one out there with your name on it. They always say if a deer jumps out in front of you, aim right at it. The good and bad of that is that some of you will be visiting your local meat locker, and the rest will be visiting us at Langstrad Auto Body. Whether it's a deer or some unfortunate accident, you know that Langstrad Auto Body is there for you with a lifetime written warranty and satisfaction 100% guaranteed. Langstrad Auto Body, where you don't have to look for a quality repair.
Above all, you want to create something you're proud of. At Precision Pulley and Idler, each employee receives countless hours of instruction. That's why Precision Pulley and Idler is not only proud, but understands the work our area students put in each year to make their own season a success. Precision Pulley and Idler encourages our area students to combine a strong work ethic and attitude to achieve their goals this season. Precision Pulley and Idler, we keep it moving. When it comes to progress and reaching goals, teamwork is vital. And much like our athletes, To Be Constructed knows that every day is the opportunity to use its collective talents to get one step closer to finishing a project. Brian and his team at To Be Constructed are proud supporters of our local football teams and of all athletes as they strive to improve daily to reach your ultimate goal. When it comes to your next project, whether it's new construction for your home or business, or simply a remodel, the To Be Constructed team is committed to helping your dreams become reality. Visit our website to see various completed projects, and from our family to yours, go Dutch.
And this is the Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show where they expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blom, the cabinet guy at Cabinet Design of Pella. Dutch 35, Clippers 2 after the late safety in the fourth quarter. And Randy, let's go ahead and take a look at our final stats if you're ready. It looks like you are ready. And we've all made our baskets with the trash can, by the way.
I am ready.
Our final stats are presented by the Verduff Agency.
For Clear Creek, Amana, not a whole lot changed from halftime. There wasn't, with the running clock, not a lot happens, especially when you had a negative 20 play in one of their drives. But passing, Schmidt still 4 for 13, 22 yards and a pick. Barry 3 for 5, passing 29 yards and a pick, so 51 yards passing for them tonight. Pettinger, 12 carries, 45 yards, led the way for them. Barry had 8 carries for 19. There was another guy with 13 yards. Schmidt had 9. Shemy 6, Lang 3. They had that negative 20-yard team loss. So 75 yards rushing. Total offense, 126 yards of offense for Clear Creek, Amana. Great job by our defense tonight. For the Dutch, again, we only had the 2 possessions in the second half. But Harden did throw one more pass, 7 for 10, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns for Hardman tonight. Bush 2 for 2 passing, 40 yards and a touchdown, 185 yards passing. Fuller, 18 carries, 166 yards. Great game by him. Beard, 3 carries, 19 yards, and a touchdown. Fuller had a touchdown, but Beard, 3 carries, 19 yards, and a touchdown. Good job for him. Hardman, 3 carries, 17 yards. Bush, 3 for 3. Vandaloon, 1 for 4. 209 yards rushing. 394 yards of offense for the Dutch to 126 for Clear Creek, Amana. And in the receiving category, Shetterly 4 for 89, 2 touchdowns. Big night for him. Van Howen 1 for 29, a touchdown. Schulte 3 for 54 yards, and Fuller 1 for 13.
Your final stats are presented by the Reduff Agency. Let Chad Lancer-Larry calculate your stats and find an insurance plan that's best for you. The Reduff Agency, providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for more than 100 years. Randy, our McCall Monument monumental play and player of the game. I just about to send something off to Nathan. I can't pick because I'm going to call co-players. I'm going to cop out. Cam Schulte had a phenomenal game, a couple tackles for a loss, a sack, and interception. But Randy, how can you overcome 14 first downs in one night? Kenson Fuller, Cam Schulte, I'm going to cop out are my co-players of the game.
Well, when you get 14 first downs on 18 carries,
yeah.
I mean, if you had 37 carries and had 14 first downs, that'd be one thing. But 14 out of 18 of his carries were for a first down. He was tough, but Schulte was all over the place on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he made some big plays, a turnover, a sack, and I think a tackle for loss.
And
Randy
catches.
All came on third down, and then some big first down catches.
Yeah, yeah. We got to give it to both of them because they both had outstanding games in different ways, but Schulte was all over the field tonight.
Play of the game, that's the other thing that makes it really hard too, right? When you have so many first downs. I'm going to go with the rainbow throw by Bo Bush, that pass. And Hardman had a good one to Van Howen, but I thought the better passing catch was the one that Shetterly in the quarter of the end zone. If we just had to pick an outstanding play of the game, I don't know if that's the key play or any, but that was my favorite play of the night.
Yeah, key play was the first touchdown because we marched all the way down and jammed it right in, and it was never a close game after that. But you're right, that was a beautiful pass by Bush. I mean, Hardman had some really beautiful passes tonight too, not even long ones. The one over here to the sideline was a beaut, but that was really pretty by Bush, dropping it right down in the corner of the end zone into Shetterly's breadbasket.
Your McCall Monument monumental play and player of the game. When it's time to memorialize your loved ones or pre-plan your own memorial, trust the area's leading monument designer and installer, McCall Monument on Old Highway 163 West in Pella. Earlier tonight, we told you about our longest drive presented by Pella Technology Services. Pella Technology Services lets you focus on your business services, not IT issues. It was one of the Pella had a 79-yard drive in that first half. There was a couple of short ones, but they had one that went 79 yards. That was the touchdown. So we're going to wait. Head coach Jay McKinstry, he's making his way up. We'll have more of the Cabinet Design of Pella Radio postgame show when we come back. 35-2, Dutch on top of CCA.
Flu shots are available at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. I'm Dwayne McIntyre with Hy-Vee, here to remind you that you can get your flu shot anytime that the pharmacy is open, because there's always a pharmacist on duty to give you a shot. You can check your local Hy-Vee pharmacy hours and complete the vaccine consent form in advance by going to Hy-Vee.com. And when you get your flu shot, make sure to show us your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card, because you'll earn a 20-cent Fuel Saver savings. Flu shots at your local Hy-Vee, home with the best beef in America.
At Two Rivers Cooperative, we have an immediate opening for an outside agronomy sales position. You'll provide customer service through the sales of products and programs to hit marketing goals and ensure profitability of the agronomy division. The salary range starts at $45,000 to $55,000 and is flexible based on experience.
We offer medical, dental, and vision insurance, a pension plan, and 401k. Stop in at any of our offices or our website and fill out an application today. Two Rivers Cooperative is an equal opportunity employer.
That's a ball hammered deep to left field. That ball is gone, and we are tied. Key Reagan, 6-all. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing and the Dutch.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game and support our local teams. When it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Find us on Facebook or visit randallroofs.com. Thinking new roof? Think Randall Roofing.
The horn on the car goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the car goes beep, beep, beep. That's Central Tire and Auto.
You probably don't need your horn fixed, but if you do, Central Tire and Auto can help with your horn and almost any other issue you have. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Everybody now.
Central Tire and Auto.
Enjoy the family-friendly activities at the Vandenberg's Greenhouse Fall Festival on Sunday, October 16th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They'll have free events throughout the afternoon, including inflatables, pumpkin launching, face painting, pumpkin decorating, and more. Plus, the Little Big Red Radio will be on-site broadcasting live. Enjoy a free will donation mini photo shoot, plus backwoods wood-fired pizza truck and case cupcakes. Enjoy the Fall Festival at Vandenberg's Greenhouse at 1405 Highway 5 North in Albia on Sunday, October 16th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Pella Corporation values teamwork. That's why they proudly salute adults who coach and mentor area youngsters. By helping others, they're building character and building their leadership skills in the process. And they're helping area youth experience the importance of teamwork. So whether you're coaching kids on a team, chaperoning them on a trip, or encouraging them to pursue their musical, artistic, or athletic talents, we thank those who share their talents with area young people. The Pella Windows and Doors team thanks you for your role in helping area youth build lifelong skills, interests, and values.
The Pella community features wonderful Dutch architecture all around town, but there's one place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and a classic old-world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengraat, home to Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel. Dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, beautiful U Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Stop searching for value in all the wrong places. When it comes to saving money, look no further than Vision for Less. We've got the best insurance offer around. Get a free second pair of glasses when you use insurance with us. You heard that right. Your second pair of glasses is free. It's like finding free money. Get the most out of your vision benefits by shopping for glasses at Vision for Less.
And welcome back to our Cabinet Design Pella Radio post-game show on the KRLS 2 stream. It's our continuing coverage of Pella football with head coach Jay McKinstry following an impressive 35-2 win over Clear Creek Amana. And coach, last week obviously against Oskaloosa you played well, but I don't know if you've played a more complete half than what you did here tonight. Getting it to 35-0. The defense stopped CCA at many different turns, got a couple turnovers in the first half. Your offense couldn't be stopped. I think I had you for 19 first downs or touchdowns as end results on plays in that first half. And your special teams did what they had to with field position as well. I imagine that's got to be really exciting to see your team not give up at this point in the season and put together an incredible half of football that led to this win.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. I was just real excited for our kids tonight. Real proud of them. You're right. I'm so thankful for that. They've continued to play hard. They played with great heart, passion, and enthusiasm tonight. They got after it. The sidelines had energy. We had energy on the field. It helps when things go well early, and they did for us. But our kids were ready to play, and I am grateful and thankful for that, and that they're still excited to play and keep playing. And to try, and we got 2 wins in a row now, and then an opportunity to finish at home next week for the seniors. So we're excited about that. Just continue to keep playing like that.
Well, in Clear Creek Amana, it didn't seem like they were prepared. It was the same look that you had most of last season. You've put it out a couple times this year, Coach. But on the first drive and the third drive, everything came under center, 2 running backs, and Kenson Fuller was a man that could not be stopped. I had him for 14 first downs and a touchdown on 18 carries. And CCA just had no answer for your rush attack tonight.
Yeah, our guys up front did a good job creating a push. We were getting pushed tonight by these guys, and we just felt like they keep getting better too. And Kenson's just flat out pretty good, and he runs well, and he's hard to bring down. He really is. He fights for those extra yards, and next thing you know, he's got 8 rather than 3. And we kind of felt the game plan going in to, again, sort of like last week, simplified a little bit, give our guys an opportunity to just try and be a little physical with them, and try and create pushes up front, and just try and get Kenson the football a little bit more to see what plays he can make.
Well, and huge kudos to your passing game as well. 9 of 12, 185 yards between Luke and Bo tonight, 3 touchdowns. This is as good as either of them looked, and the receivers were catching passes for the most part. There were some good routes run, and probably the best throwing performance for both guys tonight.
Yeah, it's neat to have Cam and CJ and Trey out there. Having Cam back certainly makes a difference. He certainly can open things up for the other guys and for himself. He made a couple of really great catches tonight too, and it's just having all our guys healthy and ready to go. It makes a difference. That's kind of what we were hoping to see all year. And Luke and Bo both threw well tonight. It's kind of funny. Last night in practice on Thursday night, it was windy, it was cold, and I'm going like they threw well. Luke threw well, Bo threw well. I mean, it was a great night to throw. I'm going like, where is this coming from? Like, wow. And it's a tough night to throw with the wind and with the ball being cold, and they continued it tonight into a nice game. It was really neat to see them throw the ball as well as they did tonight. So it certainly made a difference.
Well, and on paper, Clear Creek Amana was a step up from Oskaloosa's offense, and you technically shut them out. The only points came with your third-team offense out there in a safety. Your defense was phenomenal tonight.
They did. I mean, it's interesting. It almost mimicked a little bit last week. We got up 14-0 really fast, and they drove quite a ways down. And it looked like, they're going to try. And I kept waiting for the fumble recovery for a touchdown to run it all the way back like last week. But the defense stepped up when they had to and made a big stop, and then we were able to, convert it and go back down and score and kind of change that game around again. But you're right. They played it. They're running all over the field doing great stuff again. It just makes a difference. I think we got a lot of guys still going a little both ways. We've kind of tried to change up and help guys out a little bit, but this cooler weather sure makes a big difference. And just the passion and heart and enthusiasm they play with tonight on defense was really fun to watch. And like you said, creating a few turnovers and just some big plays that they made.
You and I talked about it yesterday off the microphone a little bit about the possibility for a letdown. And that happens, right? You get your first win of the season. It's against the rival, all those other things. What was it like for you as a coaching staff to see really a full 4 quarters be played? Even when you got up 35-0, you come out of the half, they drive down the field a little bit, you get a big stop, take that whole third quarter away because you kept them out of the end zone. Your guys did not have that letdown, and I think that was probably a huge sign, not only obviously to see the progress of what they're doing technically, but mentally.
Yeah, it was, and I was just really grateful for the way our kids came to play tonight. As I said, I said our Tuesday practice was flat out wasn't very good. And I'm going like, oh gosh, what happened and whatever. But they came back Wednesday, and then Thursday was a great practice. It was a good practice, and so it was neat to see the kids play really well tonight. You're not sure. You just kind of get that. You feel like that. You're excited to get that first win. You never know how you might have a letdown. I hope that. I didn't think our guys would. I think we were pretty excited to play, but so it was neat to see them get ready tonight and get it off to a good start and just to play with. The excitement that they did.
It's one thing to get your reserves, especially some of your seniors, on the field, on the road in a blowout game, but I'm guessing there's extra meaning that a lot of guys who didn't get to play at all this year got to play on their home field as well.
Yeah, it is great. I'm so grateful for that too, that we were able to get the guys out there, the seniors out there, and it's been harder the last 2 years with the move up to 4A, and you're fighting to try and just win every game, and the opportunities haven't been there as much as they had been so many years in the past. And so it is neat for at least 2 games in a row. We've had opportunities to get those kids on the field, get them an opportunity to get out there and play football.
Well, there's a whole lot of mumbo-jumbo when it comes to the playoffs next week. The scenario is clear for you. A win here. You need CCA to turn things around and beat Newton if you're going to get into the playoffs. Otherwise, very unlikely with the RPI. I know that's not the end game. I know you have to play a good game, and Cedar Rapids, Washington coming to town has had a lot of success this year.
Cedar Rapids, Washington is very talented. Their senior class is very good. We knew that last year when they were really good. Their juniors, they've been waiting for them, and they had a lot of young kids playing last year as juniors, and this year they're seniors, and they do have a really good football team. And you're right, that will certainly they'll present quite a challenge, and that they're playing for the playoffs too, and they know that if it's an important game for them, so I'm sure they'll come ready to play. And I think our guys are too. I think for a couple things. Number one, it's our last home game for the seniors, regular season game, and we've won 2 in a row. We've been talking about trying to let's finish with 3 and let's get 3 in a row here and then see what happens. And we got a long shot, but we're hoping that if we can get Washington and the CCA team would turn around and somehow we get Newton. They have some talented players. The question is, are they going to be willing to play and get after it? And are they going to want to finish well for their own season? It's at their place, so hopefully it's at their home for them, and hopefully they'll just want to show up and play well. And but the first things first, we got to come have a good week of practice, get ready to beat a very, very good Cedar Rapids Washington team, very talented team with some very highly talented players, and that certainly will probably play at the next level too. And so we certainly will have our work cut out for us, but we're excited we get to play at home and finish for our seniors here at home.
Final score, Pella 35, Clear Creek Amana 2. That's head coach Jay McKinstry. This interview powered by Hy-Vee. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate your time, and Randy and I will see you exactly 1 week from now.
Sounds great. Thanks, Andrew.
We'll wrap up our Captain Design Pella Radio postgame show after this on KRLS 2.
You're always looking for ways to stretch time and resources. Light and State Bank provides efficient banking solutions so you can spend time on what matters most, improving your bottom line. Whether it's saving a trip to the bank with remote check deposits or simplifying payroll with ACH processing, Light and State Bank is here to help. Give us a call today. Light and State Bank, member FDIC.
We want to build a new house, but how do you decide which contractor to choose?
How about a local contractor that has a strong reputation of using quality, craftsmanship, and delivers what they promise when they promise it?
What? You mean a local contractor in central Iowa?
I mean a contractor right here in Marion County. Call Jamie Holmes with Mid-Iowa Painters and Construction. They've been building homes all over south central Iowa and right here in Marion and Warren counties. Call them at 891-7079. Mid-Iowa Painters and Construction for your new home construction, because you deserve the best.
Why should you consider a career at Vermeer? Machining specialist Dwayne DeCrife really appreciates the team atmosphere and willingness to work together.
Everybody that I work with, we're all willing to pitch in and help each other. And if somebody's got a problem, they'll listen, and we try to work things together as a team. I mean, nobody is better than anybody else, and we just all treat each other the same.
Start the search for your career at Vermeer by visiting vermeer.com/careers.
Every single day, people ask me, are you getting inventory? The reality is, we are. The lot at Pella Motors might not look as full as usual because many of the new vehicles are sold before they ever arrive at the dealership. Pella Motors has over 400 vehicles inbound, in system, in stock, or available. Stop into Pella Motors and let one of our product specialists assist you in finding that perfect vehicle. Whether it's here or on the way, Pella Motors is here to help.
Dr. Agarwal is proud to provide exceptional allergy care close to home at the Knoxville Hospital and Clinics. Dedicated to evaluating and treating patients with a variety of chronic and acute allergy needs, Dr. Agarwal provides treatment for allergy testing and injections, eczema, hives, immune deficiencies, and more. Don't suffer and miss out on doing what you enjoy any longer. Call 641-842-1555 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Agarwal at the Knoxville Hospital and Clinics.
At Marion County Bank, we love the communities we serve.
In fact, it's why we do what we do. From the report card program that gives back to the school of your choice,
to all the community events, sponsorships, and donations we are proud to be a part of.
From the volunteer efforts of our staff,
to partnering in the success story of your business, farming operation, or personal financial journey. We go beyond banking. We share in the life of the community.
Marion County Bank, serving you, building community. Member FDIC.
This is the Captain Inside of Pella Radio Postgame Show. Thank you, Jay McKinstry, as we are wrapping things up here. Cabinet Design of Pella, where they expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blom, the cabinet guy at Cabinet Design of Pella. Randy, let's go in. Closing presented by Light and State Bank. We're having an animated conversation about the playoffs. At this point, you can control what you can control. Pella lost 6 games. They have a very outside chance at getting there. They would need Clear Creek to win, and honestly, they would still need to win. Cedar Rapids, Washington, I think, is better than the 2 teams Pella has just played. I don't think they're obviously as good as Xavier, and probably somewhere in that Newton range, right, in terms of talent. So control what you can control. If you finish the season 3-6, hey, you finished with 3 wins in a row. Worry about the schedule next year, but obviously what's in front of us, Randy, is one more guaranteed game. It's here at home. It's senior night. There'll be an emotional senior walk at the end, and all you can hope for, Randy, is a really good game next week, and hope the Pella can finish things as strong as they have and say, hey, 3-6, that's a pretty good 3-6 football team.
Yeah, absolutely. You're exactly right in that all we can control is how we play next week. And as long as we play well and do the best we can, if we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. I've always said that about any sport. You know, if I go into a golf tournament, if I play the best I can and somebody beats me, that's fine. You know, I just don't want to beat myself or cause something to happen. So, because so many of the games in our first half of our season, we beat ourselves in a lot of cases. So we haven't done that now for 2 weeks. We'll see if we can avoid it again next week and play a full game and give it our best shot and see what happens, and then watch TV after that to see if we're in the playoffs or not.
We have a whole lot to get to. So, by the way, tomorrow, let's start there. We will find out our class, or 8-man through Class 2A playoff contenders at 11 a.m. tomorrow. That'll be official, although you can do the math at this point. We'll find out where they're going.
Who they're playing. We
know who the 32 qualifiers are as of tonight in all the classes, so that won't be a secret. But we will not know who's playing who until 11 o'clock tomorrow. Excuse me. So let's start there for our Pella Christian fans. I'm pretty sure our game will be on 92.1 KRLS next week because of the split, and PC would obviously have probably at least one more, if not 2 more, on the other side there. So both teams will be at home. PC will be in the playoffs. Let's go to Tuesday. Pella Volleyball is at home versus Newton. That is a regional final. We'll have it here on Pella Dutch Live. Katie and I will have the call. That starts at 6:45-ish or 6:45-ish, for pregame, 7 o'clock opening serve on Pella Dutch Live. That's on Tuesday, Pella versus Newton. Wednesday, the Pella cross country teams, number 1 boys, number 2 girls, will have a state qualifier with number 1 Ballard and number 4 Winterset over that way. We're pointing toward the Pella Sports Park. That starts at 4 o'clock. $5 admission if you come in with your car. That would get your whole car in. It's just $5 to park at the Pella Sports Park. Pella's boys and girls cross country team, Pella Christian's cross country teams the next day at the Pella Sports Park will be qualifying for state at 4 o'clock as well. And then that takes us, Randy, to football Friday night. What could be, and it's probably a 75-25 chance that it's our final football Friday night for Pella football. Coming up on Friday, our coverage will begin at 6:30. Any final thoughts there, Randy, as we watch? It feels like fall, first of all, and the sunsets are getting earlier. It's getting chillier. I love fall in Iowa, but the one bad downside is it moves just so quickly, and we are to the end game. Everybody's in the postseason except for football, and after Friday, there may be no postseason for Pella football. So
the bad part about fall in Iowa is that winter in Iowa follows it. That's the bad part about fall.
I was about to say, there's snow in Minnesota already. It's going to be 40 degrees on Monday. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to next Friday night. I really am. I think we can win. I think we will win. Cedar Rapids, Washington is better than Oski and CCA for sure. But
we're playing our best football.
Like I said, are they 35 points better than Clear Creek, Amana? I mean, I don't think so.
No.
So anyway, we'll see what happens. But I think we'll play a good game and we'll give it our best shot, and that's all we can ask for. And then, like I said, after everybody's done playing next Friday night, then we'll figure out who's in the playoffs.
Well, Randy, for all of us, it's appreciate what we have. We got one more football game.
That's
Let's
right.
Enjoy it, right?
That's right. It's not COVID. At least we're not home, not having any football games. So
well, and this will be pretty much. This is a good shot that Friday will be my last football game because I'll be going to Fort Dodge for cross country coverage. So I will be soaking in my final football call for what could be a long time, obviously, between then and the next game. So thank you, Randy, for joining us as always. Thanks to Jay McKinstry for his post-game interview. Thanks to Andy and the entire video team for all the great work they do. Your final score as we go in closing, presented by Light State Bank. Grow strong with us. Pella 35, Clear Creek, Amana 2. You've been listening to Pella High Football on the one to count on for today's local sports in the home of the Dutch. KRLS 2 and Pella Dutch Live. We'll see you Tuesday for volleyball, Wednesday for cross country, and our final football Friday, ? Coming up next Friday. Enjoy it.
Thanks for tuning into this exclusive presentation of Live.